Hello there.
Hey.
Oh my god. Of all the people to get spoiled by, it's a mod. I can't believe it. Alright, sure.
Wait, what?
Really?
Yeah, I was in staff for a moment too long, I guess. I don't even... I put myself in staff because I was like, yeah, staff should know better. Staff did not know better. Of course, I'm not reading the chat because I know there would be more there, but...
Yeah, I'm reading nothing.
Thanks, Ruby Sakura. Cool. Thanks for resubbing for 3 months in a row. I appreciate it. So yeah, real quick, I know people are just starting to gather in. Our Discord server lost 1,700 members today. Specifically 1,697, but whatever. 1,700 is easier to say. A lot of mishaps went about to let it happen. The person involved is banned. The other person involved left. So there's no one to follow up on this. We're likely never going to understand why this happened. There's probably more to it, but I don't know what to say. Like, I really just don't know what to say. It's just like, you believe in people, you care for people, and both of these people I definitely consider friends, at least at one point or another. So great, thanks. I don't know what to say. So if you were in our Discord server and you found yourself not in it anymore, it's discord.gg/nimdom. I can't turn on YouTube chat right now because there's no way to filter it, so I can't really just post it up. But if you found yourself booted out from our Discord server, it's right there. We were headed towards 5,000 members, which is a big milestone. Obviously, we're nowhere close to that now. We're at like under 3,000 by quite a bit. On a personal level, this affects a lot of things because, like, when Discord runs promotions and events and stuff, they look at how many members you have. So, you know, get fucked. I'm not gonna be part of the higher tier things, of course. On a sponsorship level, people also care about like how many Discord members you have, because yeah, you have followers and subscribers on Twitch and YouTube. That's cool and all, but like your core community are the people who like you are in your servers chatting and like talking and all that stuff every day. It's like sponsors care about that stuff. So on a personal level, I have to pay a price for all that went on. And the worst part about it is, like, we tried our best to solve this stuff. So I went to Discord and asked what they could do about it. They said nothing. We got a list of all the members who were kicked and removed. And then some of our staff members went over and sent messages to all of them to let them know what happened. And Robin got his account disabled because when you copy and paste and send messages so often, Discord views it as spam. So his account is disabled. Like, could this get worse? I don't really know anymore, but it's just like incredibly upsetting. So if you were wondering why the stream wasn't at 6 p.m. today, I woke up to this shit. I had things to do today. I didn't do any of those things. Didn't really want to stream today, but that's how it is, man. But yeah, we'll still move on and do all these things, but I wanted you guys to know, and for obvious reasons, I also just don't want to keep it like hidden from you guys. Like, it's just the people involved that should have been accountable and responsible. Well, the person involved was not, and the person who did all these things, who pruned everyone who was inactive for just one day, he was here for over 2 years in our Discord server. Why am I even hiding his name? Why am I going out of my way to protect his identity? I don't even know. It's MZ. It's why did he do that? I don't know. I asked him myself, and he said he just felt like it. He could do it, so he did it. You have to like blink your eyes at that. You were here for 2 years, and your friends in this Discord server were like shocked that you did it, that you're gone now, and that you're banned. But like, why did you do it? Did none of us mean anything to you? Did this place mean nothing to you? I mean, evidently that's the case. Yeah. Yeah. So I want to get that off my chest. Anyways, if you found yourself outside of Discord server, that's the explanation. Discord.gg/Nimdom. But you know, we're gonna deal with the ramifications of this forever. Not literally forever, but like this is a huge setback for a lot of things. Anyways, we're gonna start soon enough. Just giving people a moment to settle in, but yeah. It's disappointing because in the past 6 months I've been constantly slapped in the face like you're just a content creator, you know? You don't understand any of this stuff. Right? When I place my trust in people, it's so stupid. It's so stupid. I'll just be frank, like with the internet, like you meet so many people over it. Oh, thanks, Dragon Tony. And it's through a screen and you'll never meet them. But like for me, it's never been like, oh yeah, they're not real friends because I've never met them in real life. But that's fucked up. It's another person at the end of that screen, right? Like just treat people with some level of care. Like just because they're over the internet, they're not fake or anything, man.
2 years, my dude, and dang sorry to hear that, man. Although I'm not here much, I'll still support you.
Thanks, man. Alright, anyways.
My blood boils.
Thanks, Salt Blue, appreciate it. Thanks for the big donation, dude. And you guys know, like, recently I've been dealing with, like, computer problems as well. Like, it's just, like, I just want to catch a break. Like, this the way 2019 ended for me was already not good, you know. The mess in the Discord server, losing my job. I mean, there were other things going on, too, but some personal matters with friends and people that I really liked. So I lost a lot of people I cared about, or people that support me, and we went through a lot of things in 2019. And I went through 2019 just expecting, like, yeah, okay, 2020, new leaf, start over again. Let's make all these good things happen. And then it starts this way, like. Anyways, enough about that. It's just like I don't even know how to say it anymore.
Goddess bless my steps. Felicitations.
I know eventually things will get better. It's just could it be faster than half a year? That's what I hope for. All right. Okay, Cool Legion, Mad Crash. Yeah, we can start now. But yeah, sorry to drop all that stuff on you guys. Obviously, I just want to get it off my chest. Thanks, JW Ballistica. Welcome back. Wait, people were kicked? Yep, 1,700 people were kicked off the whim of a kid. Oh, okay. Alright, I'm just setting up.
Sorry you had to go through that, Nim.
I'm sorry you had to go through that. You tried to help us and you got your account disabled for it. I'm just like, when that happened, I was just like, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. We Discord would do nothing about it, and then our one measure that we came up with got your account disabled over it. I just could not believe it. Also, that was $50. Thank you so much. I didn't even notice until afterwards. Thank you, Lockin FR. Thanks for subscribing. Wait, are you sure you should be donating that? You're the one who needs, like... It's, like, super hard right now, guys. For, like, everyone financially. Like, I get it because of the coronavirus and finding a job and whatnot stuff. But, like, thank you a lot, Robin. Okay, anyways. Yeah, let's start this. I'm gonna count from 3 to 0 and then we can start it. Sound good to you guys?
Sounds good to me.
Sure. I've already seen it.
I have not.
Same here. Just go ahead.
Okay, no spoiling. PP cool.
Yeah.
I'm
The
just
No, not this time. Okay,
not
don't
this.
worry.
Okay,
I'm not gonna spoil anything for you either.
okay. I want everyone to know the person who spoiled me about this Faye channel was Vic. I can't believe it. Of all the people to spoil me, it was a mod. Oh my god.
That's actually kind of funny.
I know.
Oh.
All right, but yeah, no more spoilers. I only got one spoiler, but it was a big one. But no more.
Same.
All right. Anyways, we'll go at 0. Okay. 3, 2, 1, 0.
Flap, flap, flap.
What? It's still okay.
Flap, flap.
Oh wait, it didn't show up. Sorry, we gotta start again. I just realized it
Nice.
did not show up. My bad. You guys could
Way
hear
to
it.
go, Nims.
Whoopsies. I just noticed it, guys. Sorry, my bad. I mean, things are bound to be a bit tricky today. Okay, I'm gonna count down again. Okay, at 0. 3, 2, 1, 0.
Flap, 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 flap.
I thought something was wrong by audio when I heard Faye say flap flap like that.
Faye?
Flap.
Oops. Looks like I'm missing a few bits.
I
Flap,
have a
flap,
lot.
flap, flap.
I still hate emote mode. Also, wow,
There we
Vic,
go.
you ruined
Much
everything.
better.
Vic did.
Hello, summoners. Before we get started, I want to give a big thank you to my
Wait,
boss,
is Faye's voice actor
mentor, and
different?
best friend in the
Yeah.
world.
The other one
Phoenix, for
is out of the
covering for me
business.
while I was on vacation and
It's not
soaking
so
up
much
the
that she's
sun.
out of the business,
Well,
it's
Thanks
that
to his
Just out of the
support,
business
I
of
was
doing
able to
Faye.
refresh and recharge.
Well, yeah, in this
But now
case.
I'm back
Because
and ready
the
for
recording
action.
location for
I, the
Heroes in
reinvigorated
English
Faye,
was
have
moved.
once again
Oh.
gathered some exciting
Yeah.
She sounds
She's
so
with
different. This has felt
Get ready
really
for the
weird.
latest info on
the new
Fire
voice
Emblem
actor
Heroes
for
game.
Faye is
That's
Cassandra
right.
Lee
It's
Morris.
time for Faye Channel.
That explains a lot.
Let's get started.
Pega.
This is so
As
weird,
usual,
guys.
There's so much to
It's so
share.
much better, isn't it?
I'm not.
Where to
I
start?
mean, hey, we already had
How about
Cassidy Morris do it before with Sophus.
It's just
Yeah.
we've had the same person as Faye for like 3 years.
With
And
the
it's now
same
gone.
extremely annoying voice, too.
Yeah, I didn't like the
Yeah.
voice,
the
but it's
very
still
first
weird.
game in the Fire
Well,
Emblem
to be
series,
honest, this voice
Fire Emblem,
speaks a
Shadow
lot
Dragon, and the
faster,
Blade of
and is
Light
also a
was
lot
released in
nicer on the
Japan
ears.
almost 30 years ago.
Also doesn't
It
treat
was
you like
released
a
on April
kindergartner.
20th, 1990.
Yeah.
That
Oh, yeah, it's
means
almost
that
30
April
years.
20th, 2020
Nothing against the
marks
voice actor,
30th
but
anniversary of the
I
series.
just didn't
didn't
enjoy
mind.
sitting. I enjoy sitting through all the Faye channels.
Okay,
with the
okay, we're
voice.
watching right now.
To celebrate this momentous milestone, we've prepared some events for you summoners.
Oh, so this is gonna be a very
Let's take a closer look, shall we?
wow.
Yeah, they went a little further.
We have a series of 30th anniversary
This
Grand
is the
Hero
30th
battle
anniversary, after all.
revivals. Starting with the Fire Emblem Mystery of the Emblem game, and ending with the Fire Emblem Three Houses game, 12 Grand Heroes from 12 games in the Fire Emblem series will be making their return to the battlefield.
Death Knight is
Each
making a
Grand Hero
reappearance
battle
again
revival
very
will be
quickly.
available for a span of 2 days.
I feel like he never
So
left.
this series of battles will take
Right?
place over a period of 24
I hope
days
that this
in
means
total.
I can get even more
This
copies
is your
for free
chance to
without
once
having to
again
bother with
square off
Royals.
against
He's a
some
bit
of
of a
the
project right
grandest
now.
Grand Heroes the Fire
Isn't
Emblem
this
series has to
just
offer.
orbs though?
Next on the list,
not
our
sure.
30th anniversary
I think it's just the
Pretty old.
units. I think it's the
Starting with
units
Fire
and
Emblem
some
Mystery of the
orbs.
Emblem
I don't think it's
It
gonna be.
depends.
ending with
They
the
always
Tokyo
change it
Mirage
up for
Sessions
reruns.
Sharp
It
FE
might be
Encore
just
game.
like one
These
at
reward
best.
maps will be
Especially
themed on
if it's an
13
event
entries in the
revival,
Fire
though,
Emblem
because if it's an
series.
event
They'll be
revival,
appearing
then
one at a
yeah.
time each day for
I can't
13
really
days
say for
straight.
sure.
Thanks, Steve.
You can attempt each of these maps on
These
both
will be really
normal
easy,
and
guys.
hard
Though this
difficulties.
every single
So
year
you
they
have
show
a chance
these in.
to earn up to
Just
26
to
orbs
throw it in.
if you complete them
Undeveloped
all.
content, but hey, orbs.
We're also running a free 5-star hero, Fire Emblem Leads summoning
Fire
event.
Emblem leads.
The
Ah,
lineup for
this
event
one.
features
This
the
one's
greatest
quite
players who
Oh.
played leading roles in their respective games.
Oh, that's so
And you can
cool.
summon one
Hector's
hero
about to get
without using
foddered.
any orbs.
Wait,
Wait
Byleth
for it.
too?
Wait,
Tsubasa?
yeah.
Wait
A lot
for
of
it.
these heroes use
Wait for
Note
it.
at the bottom.
Well, I'm sure
Well, there are some really good heroes there.
ways.
Yeah,
There
there are
it
some
is.
really good
I wonder what
options,
selection
but
of summoning stone colors I'll get.
yeah, this could have been handled better.
Last but
Oh,
not least,
I don't
we
even
have
like
a 30th anniversary special
That's what I'm
heroes
thinking about.
summoning event.
I don't mind it. It's not.
Mine's
Oh man, it's Pantless Mark. He's back.
Wow, fashion sure has changed
We
over
finally
the
got
last
him.
30 years, hasn't it? I didn't realize
Which
pants
means
hadn't been
Martha's gonna
invented.
drop.
Faye, what's going on? Am I going back in time?
What? Oh!
Faye, I can't believe
Wait, you spoiled it! I didn't even see this yet!
Martha and
Oh.
Cedar from
Oh
before
my
they-
God.
Sorry.
before they
Who
first
spoils
That was-
5 seconds? You couldn't just wait 5 seconds.
As
I
heroes
wasn't
in the
thinking.
first
My
Fire Emblem
apologies.
game, it's fitting that they appear in a celebration of the
I meant
30th
more like
anniversary.
he's gonna drop
You'll
in
be able to
CYL
summon them in
again.
the special Heroes Summoning event starting on April 20th.
Oh
It's
my
not
god,
just
guys.
Martha and
He's
Cedar
wearing
from the
spats. That's not
event.
pantless
Young
then.
versions of
Those are
other
spats.
special
It's
heroes
also
from the
it's
game will
also
appear as
Shoda
well.
Marth, so maybe
Yeah,
he
yeah.
won't drop.
A
in
30-year
CYL.
anniversary
Well, it's a
doesn't
special
come
hero
around that
event, so
often.
they don't drop.
So let's enjoy the celebration
Regardless,
while
will
it
this
lasts.
be
Now
the
let's take a
4th year
peek
in a
at
row
what
that
else is
Marth
coming
gets
up.
3rd?
I don't know.
No,
I
I
think
hope
I
not.
think this drops his chances
Technically, yes.
It's
significantly
time for
It
you to
already
go
because
on the next version update.
this drops his chances
Okay,
significantly just
A
because.
new type of
sorry.
battle will be added to special maps. It's called a limited hero battle.
Hmm?
In limited hero
Limited
battles,
hero
you'll
battle?
be challenged to complete past special maps.
Mhm.
But there's a twist. Your deployment options will be restricted this time around.
Hmm?
They're making
I already
changes.
restrict my deployments
You might
though.
only be able to deploy heroes from certain games in the Fire Emblem
Oh.
series. Or
They're
prevent
making
you from
it
deploying
interesting.
heroes with certain skills, like
I like
sing
that.
or
Do not
dance.
sing your dance.
I like that a lot.
The month of April, 5 limited
This reminds me of
hero
like Final
battles
Fantasy
will become
Tactics, where
available
you
one
go into
after
every
another,
battle and there's a judge who
starting
gives you
on April 13th.
restrictions.
These
I like
maps
that.
will be available
Forces
until
you to be
April
more
19th.
They're doing
Test
they're
your
doing that to
strategic might
Grima's
under
map,
these special
actually.
conditions.
Oh shoot,
To
that's
earn
a
up to
pretty hefty
5,000
roll.
Oh,
hero
yeah.
feathers
The Grima
and
map was
220
actually a bit of
divine
difficulty
codes.
when it first launched.
And it's a cool map.
To make limited hero
It is a
battles
cool
a little
map.
easier to prepare for,
Making
the
limited is
edit
can be
team
quite
screen will be
interesting.
updated to
Yeah.
include a filter that lets you find your heroes who meet the battle's criteria.
Hmm.
See this new button on the edit team screen?
Button.
Let's check it out. Tap.
At least they're not
Wow.
locking
Whoa.
all.
It looks like we have quite a few ways to narrow down our search, doesn't it? Let's
Yeah,
start by
at least they're not
entering a hero's
locking
name.
all quality of
You
life
don't even have
features
to enter
behind
a
the
hero's
pass.
full
Ah,
name,
Oh, yeah.
So you can save yourself from some extra tapping.
That's a
looking
little
at
bit
you,
mean
Ferdinand.
too.
This helps a lot.
You
Didn't
can search
pretty
by
nice.
color,
yeah.
movement type.
This
even by
is
blessing.
nice.
I like how
Oh,
they
here's some
sort the entries
familiar
by the lead.
faces.
Aw.
I get it. Each of these faces represents
I like
a
how
game in
Sothis
the
is the
Fire
face
Emblem
for 3
series.
houses
Oh.
instead
If
of
you'd like
either
to filter things
Byleth.
down to all heroes
Yoon
from a certain game,
Managed to get in.
this is the option to use.
The
If you don't
TMS
have marks
section
from
is
your
just like
Ikes,
4 heroes
don't
though.
worry.
5 heroes.
Just tap on a face
Yep.
and see which game
Yeah.
they come
Yeah.
from.
Maybe they'll
Hey.
add more soon. Who knows?
Let's give it a try, shall we?
It still blows my mind
For
that
the
TMS
name,
is in the game, but like
let's
Fire
start
Emblem Warriors
typing
isn't.
F,
You will get Cypher later
because I'm
down
sure
the line.
I've been
'cause, you
added
know.
as a hero by now.
I would rather
For the
not
color,
have
well,
Leanna and
I
Rowan
swam
because
in
Yeah,
those
yeah.
Rowan
beautiful ocean on my
sucks.
vacation,
a lot.
so
Eh.
blue. As for the
I mean,
game
there's not many
selection,
units in Warriors to
about
begin with
this
that
one?
are
Wow.
original.
And
Great.
that
Yeah.
one.
Or
And
I
this
think
one,
I think.
and-
Okay,
Cypher-
okay, come on.
Sorry. Okay, sorry.
Would you look at that? It's Ferdinand
Everybody
von
has.
Ayer. Who knew we had so much
Thank
in
you.
common? Summoners, be sure to make use of this feature when you take on limited hero battles. Next up is Lost Lore Spoils.
Hmm.
In Lost Lore Spoils, players can explore the world of Fire Emblem heroes.
Explore. Come on, this Lost Lore is already
Don't
such
go
a
squawking
badly
to
thought up
everyone else.
mode.
But it seems the Order of Heroes budget is
Can't we
stretched
really
a
call
little
it a
thin
mode?
these days. So Commander Anna
Yeah, it's
thinks
not a
it's
mode.
high
In other
time
games,
the
it's just
heroes
part of the
start
game.
earning their keep. In addition to standard rewards for scouting, you can also earn special rewards based on the total number of lines your heroes recover. Wow, divine codes! And not just any divine codes, mind you. These are the limited time
That's a
versions.
new badge.
Amazing!
But we already
You can
had
earn
line
up to
rewards, so all they did was
120
just
of them.
throw
And
in a
that's
bit of
not
extra
all.
rewards in
You
it.
can earn dragon flowers as well.
Yep.
Okay, so they didn't really
Last
change anything, they just add
starts at
rewards.
12 a.m. Pacific
This
time
one
on
also
April
has a
26th.
much
is now
lower
more
ceiling
gone.
than the
Yep.
other
For some
badges.
in Fire Emblem
Yeah.
crossover when,
Of the
also
offensive
Hannah.
fortress
So wait,
structure
you're
is
telling
Just
me
got
this
through
is
watching
plus
this when you weren't there.
lost the word.
The level of your offensive
much.
fortress structure is raised when you attack
Okay.
in low AR tiers.
Also,
This
this
level will be
right
raised
here,
even
I
further,
like seeing
as shown
this
here.
because it helps
If you're
newer
still going
players
through
out
your
a
hero's
lot
path
more.
quests,
Yeah,
this
I
will
see
give
it.
you a
Yeah, this is nice.
boost.
That's much
Our
better.
last topic for today is about changes to the rarities of certain heroes.
Oh, more
Heroes who
drops,
appeared
okay.
at 4-star and 5-star rarity
This
in the
left me
past will
disappointed.
instead appear as 3-star and 4-star heroes. This applies to the heroes
Really cut
shown
off to
here who
Echidna.
made their appearance between
Yeah,
versions
that's why it
3.0 and
disappointed me.
3.11.
Because Echidna was the
This
cutoff.
change to rarities will take
I
effect
don't
with
mind
the
this,
first
actually.
summoning
I don't
event
either.
of version 4.4.
So are you saying Echidna remains 4 stars?
No,
Echidna
Echidna
is
is
3 and
something
4
for
stars.
everyone.
Oh.
Yeah, she drops to 3 and 4 star.
Battle-hardened
But it
veterans
wasn't
can
Echidna
test
not
their
that
might
long
in
ago?
limited hero battles.
Yeah.
While those newer to Fire Emblem
So that
heroes
just
can
leaves
enjoy the fun of seeing
Altena
what their heroes find and
and
lost lore
anything after that.
spoils.
Yeah, so it's not
But
really
don't
any
count
fine.
us
heroes.
yet.
Like,
We're
literally
not
just all.
quite done here.
I'm
Just
pretty sure
Altena.
it's just
I mean-
Altena.
That's
I
gonna
mean,
be a little
Yeah,
weird.
so that's fine, that's
Announcing
fine.
She
a new
deserves it.
feature for new
I was saying this
This-
kind of
this.
just because.
Oh
So
yeah,
what's
this is where I got
This is good.
spoiled on.
Oh,
I
this
didn't
is a
see it.
spoiler.
It could be.
Okay.
Well,
This is good.
they say
Okay,
good
well,
things
Legion,
come to
you're
those
gonna
who
be
wait.
pleasantly
So let's
surprised.
take a look at some of the new heroes who will be appearing in April instead.
I still get nervous with smoke.
PTSD, I assume.
Revelation. Wait.
Fire Emblem Fates games will arrive.
Hey, I've been asking for a while, so we could just get it off my plate.
First up, it's Rika.
Oh, would you look at
Oh
that?
my God, Rink.
Flame
Okay,
Trap.
people have been asking for her
It's
for years.
Since launch.
Yeah, she got her own weapon.
It's Lilith.
Ooh,
I've been asking for this ever since I realized Lilith was a fish.
Hydro pump.
Here's
Now where's
Midori,
Flan?
daughter
Oh,
of Kaze
my
and
friend's gonna
self-styled
love that.
medicine maker.
Oh my, she's so
Is that
cute.
her own? Oh, who's in
And
here?
finally,
Ooh,
Forest.
Oh my
Lea's
God.
son and Finn,
Cutest
handmade
PP of
fashion.
all time. Hey.
These
She
four are just brimming with
made
both
it.
brains and brawn.
He.
I know.
Emphasis on that.
I was kidding.
What?
The only male is the
I
one
wonder
who
if she'd
is
want to
dressed
make
in
friends
the
with a
most
I
sweet,
know.
dutiful
overtly
messenger
The
feminine
only
colors.
the only
one way
male
to
is the
find out.
cutest one in this batch.
What's this?
Not what
Some
I
sort
was
of
saying, but
counter?
okay.
That's painful for Midori. So what's this?
Faye, Faye! That's
Oh, yeah.
exactly what it is. It's a new feature that allows you to choose one
yeah.
focus hero to summon.
I
after
couldn't.
you've
I can't even
summoned 40
pretend I got
times.
spoiled.
Even better.
But this is awesome.
This summon
This is
won't cost any orbs.
I actually did not know what it was, to be precise.
For this event, I can
The
redeem
biggest
free
question
first
about
summon.
this, though,
and use
is
4
will it
first summon
apply
tickets to count toward my
to the
40
special
summon
hero
total.
banners
If I
and
keep on
even the
summoning using
new
orbs
mythic
35
banners,
more
or is it
times,
only
then I'll
Okay,
It's
yeah,
the
probably
special banners?
going to not be
Not everyone heard
retroactive.
it.
I mean, Lilith.
Okay,
for
so
Well, I'd like to meet all
basically,
of the new heroes. So I'm going
Minecraft
to
is
summon
just gonna
away.
be locked to just the new hero banners.
Hi
Okay,
there.
guys, I know you've seen it before,
It's
but
so
not
nice
everyone
to
else
meet
has.
you.
No, they
Number
legitimately said that.
39,
I know, but I
Before.
can't even hear her.
Number 40.
okay.
Sheena.
Yep. Looks like I've summoned 40 heroes.
So 40 summons is a freaking
Now
focus
I can
unit for
choose who
free.
to summon. Oh, this is so
I want to see if there
exciting.
are IVs on there. That's what I want to see.
Here we can see each focus
Wow.
hero's face and color. All
LSCYL.
I have to do is choose who I want
Yeah,
to summon.
LSUL.
I only have
Oh,
one
this would have
chance with this,
saved
so
my
I have
headaches.
to be careful.
This would save so many
Steady,
headaches.
Faye. Steady.
This is going to save so many headaches.
I want to tell you guys though, this is already in other gacha games. Guaranteed summons. And for example, in Langrisser, 100 summons gets you a guaranteed summon. Langrisser also does carried over rate, as in if you reach 6% on one banner and the banner expires, that 6% carries to the next banner.
Welcome to the flock,
So
I like
I
that
can
part.
already tell we're
Yeah.
going to be the
Sounds nice.
best
so I'm glad they
friends.
finally did this, but like
Yeah, they're finally picking
Wait,
it up.
why is your mouth watering?
yeah.
You look
Uh,
hungry.
Yeah, it looks a little weird.
I think there's been some kind of mistake. We don't eat poultry in this castle. Fee!
Do owls count as poultry?
That was a close one.
Yeah, they would fall in that
I
category.
think that's all
Yeah, I
we can
guess
handle
so.
for today, Summoners. Oh, and one last thing. We set up an official Facebook page for Fire Emblem Heroes, so be sure to check
Oh,
it out
for
the
fuck!
next time you're
Now
feeling
you
social.
do it now. It's 3
Now
years
that I'm
in.
home from my seaside
Why?
vacation,
Why
I guess
not?
I need to get back into my regular
Okay.
routine.
I don't know why
Speaking of
like
which,
IS
it's
just
just
wants to be
about
late on
nap time,
everything.
isn't it?
I'm glad, but like
I feel like, excuse me.
I mean, let's.
year 3 now.
It's Facebook, whatever.
It is whatever, to be honest. It would have been a bigger deal if it was earlier on. All right. Yeah, let's go over that. But my quick thoughts are there are a lot of good changes, but no extra game modes.
Sometimes I don't mind. Gives you a little
Thanks to
less
his support, I
Okay.
was
That said, I'm just gonna immediately do a quick. So that's assuming you do every single ring with your free summon tickets and whatnot. That should be 95 orbs to get a free 5-star of your choice at
Mhm.
minimum. That's pretty intense.
Let's see, 40 summons, 20 per full 5.
40 summons. Oh, my
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, it's 40
95.
summons in total.
Okay, 795.
So
that'd be
That's 8
135
circles.
orbs.
So, huh?
135 orbs
That's
Yeah.
to get a free pick.
okay.
135 orbs, and that is the absolute minimum amount for your guaranteed copy as well.
Yeah, not include, and by the looks of it, it doesn't reset based on.
It's once. Yes, it's once.
Yeah, it's once per banner. That's
I mean,
it.
let's
But
be honest. You're not going to likely get the second one unless you're a whale.
yeah, and this encourages people to go for their banners. Like every time we have a normal banner, we're like, I don't want to summon on it. We might not get the hero we want because it's split between the rates, and a lot of times people build a big rates and then they're just committed to the banner as a result. So this is a smart decision. They've probably
it was
noticed people have
nice.
been hoarding orbs a lot more. So
Yeah,
I can also see this resulting in people getting more 5-star units in general because it does encourage that full circle pull, which
Oh, wow, it's not a
increases the
gifted
odds of
sub this
actually
time.
getting a 5-star.
thanks,
it's
Art
not
Sir.
necessarily sniping for the 5-star, but you're getting a
Right.
5-star along the way, and you're building up pity, possibly being pity broken a few times along that route.
Yeah.
You're still building.
Okay,
But
right
that's
away.
an-
Can we agree this is the biggest thing from this trailer?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay, so Vic, you just spoiled the biggest thing from the trailer. I just want you to know that. But moving past that, that in other words, for me, for example, guys, in most banners, there's only one hero I want. So if I only have to spend 135 orbs to guarantee getting them, like that's a pretty good deal. And
Yeah, no, really.
so is that counter? Does that kind of reset if they get a 5-star?
Glad Forest continues
No.
the trend of
No,
the guy
it
being the
is hard
4-star
locked
focus.
for
That's what I was about to say. It doesn't reset based on if you actually get a pity break, so you just build up 5-stars along the route while getting your 40 summons in.
Yeah, that's
So if-
amazing then.
If you get lucky, you can. I mean,
You can
Being
make bank with
some-
this.
being somewhat like semi-reasonable about how lucky some people can get, they could get 2 merges on the unit that they absolutely want on a banner.
Yeah.
Potentially.
Yeah.
That's
Holy cr- this is-
with a reasonable amount of good luck.
This is
And
insanely good.
Really
This
good
is-
luck, but yeah.
If you're relatively lucky consistently, that's saying a lot in a gacha.
If you're
set.
relatively lucky, yeah.
You get a free merge, and that's like pretty great.
At the very least. Given me, like, I commit pretty hard to things like I done. I have probably put more than 135 orbs into my spring I done pulls. Failed to get her. This, I can guarantee, would have really helped me. By the way, unlike YouTube.
Yeah.
We'll have to see if it's on seasonal banners, but so far just being on
It-
new heroes is really solid since that also adds a ton of
Yeah.
options for fodder. For
Yeah.
example, like
Yeah.
eventually you're gonna add like the speed reduction version of lunge. So that could actually be like a consistent way to get it, like a speed reduction skill
God.
for.
Oh god.
This
Quote
is
unquote
also
free.
really useful for people just trying to like plus 10 heroes, because whenever they show up, you're guaranteed.
Well, I wouldn't say
That's only on
plus 10.
Baby Banner.
I wouldn't say plus 10 exactly, because this is more like
No,
If you wanna-
I mean, if I have a plus 8 yogurt and a yogurt shows up on a banner, now I know 40 pulls gets me a yogurt.
Not gonna happen.
Wait,
no, it's
This
only
is
for
only for new banners.
Yeah.
Okay,
new
well I
banners.
couldn't hear it because people were talking over things.
It was
Oh.
on the screen.
It was?
Yes,
Yes.
you just didn't read.
I
wouldn't
was
be
listening
surprised
to
if it's
everything. And
retroactive.
oh my god.
I mean,
okay.
we already know Nims can't pronounce things. Maybe it's because he can't read that well.
I can read well. It's just literally.
Ouch.
I'm joking.
I know you're
Joe.
joking, but like, I know you guys want to talk about it, but like, come on, wait until the trailer is over before talking about it. Like, wait till the
Alright.
trailer channel or whatever is over before talking about it, because it just makes it really hard to like hear things.
All right.
Okay. Let's do a quick recap of everything then.
All right.
All right.
You think Nims read things? I read things. It's just, oh my god. It's just like, I get you guys are excited, but like, oh my god.
I mean, overall, this was a good FEH channel. Like, this is the best one we've had in a while.
Okay, I was gonna
This
say,
Invested.
I was hoping really badly for a new game mode, because they haven't delivered a good game mode since Hall of Forms. That's it.
This is still better than the anniversary.
Yes.
This
we can.
understandable.
Well, this could technically just be the anniversary FEH.
I mean,
channel. think
technically,
people-
they're both anniversary trailers in their own rights.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I think this one does the job better because it adds a lot of features that people would find very
This is
beneficial
the-
for the game. Yeah.
This is the April update, which has been notoriously one of the more interesting updates as far as the pool goes.
I'm also confused
Yeah.
because I thought this was gonna mention Golden Week, which it said nothing about.
Mm, I think.
I think that the seasonal banner is going to play into Golden Week a little bit, but
yeah.
they'll
Does that mean we're not gonna
probably-
Get
Hmm?
that
I think-
Fate channel?
Well,
They probably won't put that in the Fade channel. I mean, did they put it in the Fade channel last week?
Last year, yes, they did. Golden Week
Hmm.
was featured.
it does.
It might just be.
Mm.
I mean, as it becomes more regular, it might be less and less necessary to Fade channel.
I mean, they also did 2 Fate channels in quick succession. I didn't expect this to come
That
out.
was weird.
I was just pretty
Yeah.
sure like that was it with the one on March 30th.
Yeah. Now, there was no way that couldn't have been Fade channel because we had no update information, and this is April. But
Yeah.
I wasn't too much expecting Golden Week. I know it's gonna happen. I'm just not expecting it to be too different.
Did we get a Hero Fest last year for Golden Week? I can't
Yes.
remember. Okay.
We got
So
2.
Okay. Golden Week this year is, well, it starts on the 29th of April.
Yeah.
So it's
Ah.
it's very late.
It's literally the end of the month.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
but
it's gonna be
unle-
May.
But then
Well-
well,
It's gonna be weird. Yeah.
They could just do an announcement for it and regular.
no, they should have. Okay, so maybe so maybe there will be another Fate channel, or maybe there won't be. But generally speaking, they mention Fate channels in all that. Anyways, as for
Yeah.
the 30th anniversary, we got a login bonus, GHB hero revivals, anniversary reward maps, Fire Emblem leads, anniversary packs, anniversary quests, which aren't gonna be much of anything I'll say. But the special hero summoning event's probably the bigger thing.
Well, they highlighted the big stuff for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
hmm
It's actually not as much as you would think for our anniversary, though.
I mean, the seasonal banner is going to be pretty big.
Yeah. Alright, anyways, all these heroes get reran. The only question is, do
Again,
we get a free copy of the hero, or is it just for orbs?
They've had it go either way. Sometimes the GHB celebrations aren't rerunning heroes. Sometimes they do. Well, sometimes they are.
Sometimes
It's
they're
gonna be
both.
kind of hilarious. Sometimes they're both. Sometimes it's. That said, it's kind of hilarious that Death Knight couldn't stay off the battlefield for less than 3 weeks.
Oh yeah, he's right here as a revival right now.
It's very immersive.
It fits his character.
She can't get away from the fighting.
Okay, but
Also,
yeah.
I was gonna say I would not say no to more merges for Aversa either.
I don't think anybody can object to another.
I have a
Aversa
plus
copy.
10 Aversa, and then I have another level 40
for you.
Aversa. I have one for Light Season, and I have one for Astra Season. So if I get
Oh, that
one more
first merge is
merge,
helpful.
huh?
That first merge is going to be huge for you.
Yeah, it's gonna help the Astra and the Astra Aversa a lot more for me, because +1 Aversa gets extra HP, which helps her tome trigger off.
I mean, personally,
I don't think some of these units got rerun yet, so it's kind of funny. Like,
Yeah,
Kemp-
you're right about that.
yeah,
Kemp
Kemp
is too
hasn't
new.
been rerun.
Yeah, this is weird.
The
Haven't been a
order
lot
they
of-
have it in is pretty weird as well.
I mean, it's in order of game, and there weren't.
Right.
I think that he's the only
Yeah.
Thracia 776 GHB.
Okay,
So,
I'm just
Well,
gonna
that's
say
depressing.
most valuable hero to build here, I would say is Aversa. I think Kempf has fodder in him, and he's really interesting as a hero.
No.
no, not anymore. We'll get to that. Other
Oh,
options would
you're
be
gonna
Linus
okay.
and
Fortress
Aesala.
Res demoted.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's in this channel.
Okay. No, I
We'll
still
get
think
to
he's a really unique hero as well.
Oh, he's a
The
really
perf-
unique
The
hero. I love
GHB
her.
thing
Very
is great
nice.
and all, but why can't they do a
Kemp
TT
is
memorial where you
very
can get the
interesting
TT units
because
you've
he has a
missed?
role that's typically held by separate staff users. He's the only character that has the
Mhm.
effects of 2 staves in one.
As a
Then-
physical
And
hero.
one of those Daves is 5-star locked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he
Realistically-
definitely has a unique role to fill.
Yeah, and honestly, he could legitimately just charge in and die, and he would still do his job.
You're right.
As
You're not wrong.
As for the message that you guys just sent in, a TT revival would be great. Temps Trials revival for heroes there. They did that one time and only one time ever. So
Yeah.
Well, I
Maybe
wouldn't expect too much
someday.
in the
I'm not-
future.
I'm not pressed to see that happen, but it would be nice.
yeah, it would be nice. Honestly, would love to see that happen. Extra copies of TT heroes are pretty big. GHB heroes already have advantage because we get more copies.
Yeah.
Okay, but as for the rest of the list, I like Delthea a lot. One of the underrated blue mages in the game.
Mhm.
And Leon
Nisala.
is
Don't sleep on Naesala.
Naesala, yeah, as a Gale Force hero, he's really good too.
Even without running Gale Force, Naesala is really good because he has that damage from speed.
Oh yeah, true damage from
Also,
speed.
3-move flyer, so there's also that.
Sure,
Yeah.
of course. But I was gonna say like the sleeper pick might be Leon because so many people have been mentioning to me that Leon can counter Browniemund. I never mapped it out, but it seems weird. But if enough people are
He
telling
can.
me,
He
Oh, he
doesn't.
can.
I think he has 48 attack with his Magnifar, so he actually does count.
We're waiting on Refine, of course.
But
Yeah, they're-
you're also expecting a refine that's probably going to be so far out. I'd say be a
Yeah,
little
because
careful
he's
about
still
that.
Yeah.
a year 2 GHB.
Yeah, if it's from year 2 and it's free to play, chances are it's not getting a refine for a while, unless it's by
Yeah.
proxy.
yes, guys, I know Faye is
Maybe.
voiced by Sothis. It's so weird to me. Go ahead.
Hey, this is what happens when Sothis gets back to us. Now we're all happy again.
You know what? You're right. December. Remember when she took over FH Twitter? And she took over, and I was so happy that it was Sothis and Faye. And now it's Faye, but it's voiced by Sothis. Did Sothis like kill Faye and then just shapeshift into Faye and take over?
This is hey, that would explain why she's the icon for 3 houses.
It would
Sothis has
explain
taken
so
over.
many things.
Hail Sothis.
Hail
I could
Sothis,
say
yes.
more about what you just made as a comment, Legion, but out of respect for Nims, who is still way behind on 3 houses, I won't expand any further on that.
I'm gonna tell
Probably
you.
also good for me.
I'm gonna tell you guys. Everyone spoils me on everything. Like I just got spoiled on the biggest thing in this Faye channel from one of my mods. And whenever I turn on stream and we're not instantly like people are so excited about spoiling me. I don't know why. It's just like, oh yeah, you watched this Faye channel 5 minutes ahead of me. you're gonna spoil me on everything. Why? But people just do that, so.
It's like for me that I woke up like at 11:17 and people had already been talking about the entire Faye channel, and I just got to watch it.
I
So,
put myself into staff trying to avoid spoilers, and I still got spoiled.
I wasn't thinking it would be tonight. It was
I
right
didn't think it was tonight either.
I didn't think it was that either.
There is a note that I saw that the joke Faye channel had 96 stamina remaining on it out of 99.
Mm-hmm.
That was 3 days ago.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. It's kind of weird though.
Very cryptic way of hinting at that, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know if it's actually on purpose. Maybe it was. I don't know. I'm just gonna
I
say
mean,
right now.
They designed that UI specifically for the Faye
I
channel.
get it.
That, yeah,
I get it, guys.
considering that
But Ice's
Sorry.
attention to detail isn't that great, so.
they put a lot of detail into the
There's a-
April's channel.
That
That was-
channel
the
had
Faye
quite a
channel
bit
was
of detail,
actually a lot
yes,
of
but I'm
detail.
saying in general, so I'm not sure.
In general, it's either they make a very niche pick that people wouldn't understand, or they miss something that people want. So as for this,
Yep. As for this is the other big thing in this free 5-star hero from called Fire Emblem Leads. These are all the leads in various Fire Emblem games.
this is gonna be awkward.
I'm just gonna say now, most of these heroes are not very good
Most of
until
these
you get to
heroes
3 houses
some
and
of these heroes are
TMS.
5-star locked.
Yes.
Alright, so most of these heroes are actually pretty solid. Some of them are legitimately just 3 stars.
Yeah, so like, imagine pulling just a regular Marth.
Yeah.
Or Roy.
So
Or, by the way,
Still
Red Pool is
Red
Red
Bull.
Pool is atrocious.
I know the best heroes here, female Byleth, male Byleth, are stuck in Red Pool. Whereas Green Pool just has
The
Hector,
only
Julia,
color
and
worth
Deirdre.
pulling is green since it is
Oh,
a 1
sure,
in
green.
3
Oh, God,
chance
you're
of
right.
DC
No, no.
fodder.
Okay.
So you go green if you want, yeah, 1 in 3 chance of DC fodder or a killer or a dragon killer hero, all of
this
which
like-
are useful.
nothing bad there.
Here's my question: is this like an all-in-one banner, or is it 2 separate?
It's probably
banners?
all in one.
Because they have like a very clear space in between the two, so it's making me think: is it separate or is it?
I
two?
mean, it's in groups of 4, which is a typical Faye thing.
Oh yeah.
yeah. So I feel like this is gonna be 2 separate banners.
If it's 2
This
separate
is-
Yes,
banners
under
and
God,
this is how they're
Dimitri,
separating
Claude,
it
and
out,
Sophis, this
then
is
that just
just
means
a
that you
mess.
guaranteed DC if you get green.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, Axe. I just gotta point out, all the other heroes don't matter. Just the 2 Byleths matter from.
Imagine getting only
Also,
colorless Kappa.
3-star hero, so I wouldn't expect 2 heroes.
And Itzy
Yeah.
can't be here because he's free, so it's just
It's just-
Tsubasa.
It's just a little bit awkward how they made this layout, so I can't really tell.
Another. Well, the layout that they have for this is they have the men on the left side, the women on the right side.
Ah, you're right.
I heard I not make that conclusion. Whoops.
Oh.
PP cool
Well,
can't
that is your
identify,
conclusion.
gender. That's okay.
Yeah, imagine getting only colorless though. Soth or
Oh.
Nana?
Oh.
Yeah. That'd be
Okay,
Oh,
guys,
that's
I'll
bad.
just
That's
say
bad.
right now, green. It's so unfavorably in favor of green. Green is the only one with only 5-star locked heroes.
Blue.
Blue
least
is
has a-
basically just
Blue
one,
has-
just
Yeah,
one outlier.
Majora, Ephraim, and Tsubasa.
No,
As
and
far as that.
a female Corrin.
Oh,
For some
and
reason.
Robin and
no, and
female
Micaiah,
Corn are the-
and then Robin and female core are your potential pity
Yeah.
breaks.
No,
Yeah.
I-
Robin and female
Pity break, but
I would not even
Oh, Robin,
keep
yeah.
the-
I didn't see
the
Robin.
dud pulls.
yeah. So it's a what now? 4 and 6 chance of getting a good blue, a 3 and 3 chance of getting a good green, a 0 and 2 chance of getting a good colors, and I'm not counting those reds.
Those reds are yikes.
Okay, so definitely don't pull colorless, because I'm sorry, Sothis and Nana are both 3 and 4 stars. Don't bother.
Sothis is not a 3-star,
Sorry,
but it's flattering.
Soth.
There are 19 red units on this.
Yeah.
19, and how many of them are 5 stars again?
Let's see.
I think
2 are not. Well, 3. 3, my bad.
4. Celica.
4. Whoops. No, I'm not counting. I'm counting 2
10
stars.
out of 19 are 5-star locked.
I would
So-
say there's
so
only
you almost have
4
a
good red
50-50
heroes.
chance.
Celica.
I mean, getting a 5-star
File
lock
five.
is probably all you want.
Well, Legion 50-50 isn't really the right number. This is way lower than that, honestly.
If it's 10 out of 19, it's 50-50. Almost,
exactly.
as far as the red pool goes.
And
Yeah,
that's
okay.
like for 5-star lock. That doesn't mean it's a good 5-star lock.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
most of
don't-
those are good.
Most.
I don't think
they're worth it,
that
though.
you actually get to pick
Yeah.
which.
Yeah, you don't get
You don't get to pick. It's gonna be a regular summon.
It's gonna be a
Yeah,
regular
that's it.
summon, which means you can get multiple red orbs or something like that again.
Yeah. If you get any green orbs, pull it.
Guys, yes, that's
You
the
don't want
entire point I was trying to
PC.
make. If you see a green orb, that's your orb. Go for it. It literally cannot go wrong in green orbs.
Yep.
Like for me, it's between a Dare to Emerge, my first Julia, or Distant Counter fodder.
Yeah, I have a
So-
Julia, I have Hector, but more distant counter would be nice. Another Julia merge could be cool, and having Deirdre for another killer dragon, I'm an anti-dragon hero. That'd be awesome.
You can never go wrong with more DC.
Never.
Jeez, I don't know what to pick for the second color because they're both kind of eh.
For the second color,
It's blue.
It's
Blue has a better
favorable
probability.
blue, but
Though that
blue,
said, what are you
it's
looking
not
for?
really great.
I forgot Ninian in that.
Ninian-
Tsubasa would be the best hero there. I'll just say that.
Tsubasa is the best hero here.
Yeah.
Ephraim almost. I mean, Ephraim.
Yeah.
No.
Blame Sigmund Ephraim can still work on his own.
No,
yeah,
no, no.
but it's just not that good.
Okay, so
Like,
Compared to the
Kai-
rest,
okay. You're also kind of just neglecting Micaiah as well because
Yeah,
she
Micaiah
still
is
has
good,
dual
yeah.
effectiveness and she
Kai-
also has damage reduction against ranged foes.
people forget that part. It
Yeah,
can
that part
come
is
in
useful.
handy. I forgot about Micaiah. So
Okay.
Tsubasa, Micaiah, and Ephraim.
yes. Okay. So therefore, the
And-
ranking goes like this: it's green first, blue 2nd, red third,
Yep.
and colorless.
Yep.
Don't even bother for it.
Unless you get 5 colorless, don't
Yeah.
even
Well, if
think
you get
about it.
5 colorless,
If you get
may
5
as well
colorless,
just
consider
uninstall
yourself
the game.
cursed and never leave out. Never go outside because you're probably gonna get hit by a car or worse.
Nimius, we can't even leave.
Okay. Well, no, you can leave. What the heck?
Depending
Don't go
on
outside.
where
You
you
might get hit by
are-
a car.
I'm just
Depending
saying, you're
on where
literally
you are.
cursed if you get 5 colorless orbs. Jesus.
If you get 5 colorless orbs and there's this little, like, at least one person's gonna have that happen, that person's soul will be cursed for life, and I am so sorry.
Yeah, you're condemned. All right.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Like
Well,
I said,
okay,
this while it isn't terrible, could have been done significantly better.
Yes, definitely.
The problem is that some of our leads are 5-star locks and some of our leads are not.
Yeah,
So
and they
that
couldn't
makes
put
it
Itsuki in here, for example. So-
Yeah, they couldn't.
or
It's kind of
female
funny
Robin.
that they didn't put in any of the house leaders.
Yeah, but that's just, Fire Emblem Heroes was made by fake Fire Emblem fans, so that makes sense to me.
They got both pilots.
I mean, both
And then
pilots
they
also
so
made it
thin.
into Smash, so that makes sense to me. They probably just like, oh
Yeah.
yes, just follow Sakurai. I don't know, did Sakurai make this list? I don't know.
These
What-
are all new characters for Smash. These are fire passes. These are fire
I-
passes 3 through 20.
I feel like this would have been much better handled if it had gone for, all right, let's break it down by groups of games and give out multiple free 5 stars,
I'm not
randomized
usually-
from
I'm not-
each game.
I'm sorry. When you
you
see
realize
multiple
this-
free 5 stars, I just stop listening. So I'm gonna stop listening too.
I was also gonna stop listening because
Yeah,
you go
I'm sorry, it's
too far
IS,
back
dude,
and
you
it's
know,
like, Whoa!
I was expecting more along the lines of split focus. So male side, female side. That's the most I
That
was
would have
expecting.
been. That would
That
have
would've
been
been
an
better.
expectation.
Yeah,
That
that
would've
was
been
that's
better.
what I was thinking, but it's all together, so I'm just like, oh.
I can also
okay.
probably figure out that's the reason why the male leaders didn't make it in, because then they're like, well, we would have to start another row.
There's also the
Yeah,
fact that
it would
the
be
male
so
leaders
many-
would exponentially make everything better.
Colorless would have a 1 in 3 chance of being good. Green
Yeah,
would still be
Claude.
good.
I'll just be straight up. Some of these I'm not even sure are main characters in their games. So,
Like who?
like Soth, for example.
Well,
So-
so
He
Soth
take,
got
I
in-
played
Soth
the
has
games.
been
Don't tell you don't need to tell me.
continuously treated as a main character.
I
for
know
some
it's
reason.
also like Alencia. Like, yeah, they're like important to the
People
story,
argue
but I wouldn't
for-
say they're the lead of the story. You know?
They're not the leads, but Alencia is definitely like secondary. Micaiah's a bigger secondary lead than Alencia, but she's still there.
And then, but then for other ones, I can totally get it. For like Almond Celica, for example, I get it.
Oh,
Right.
that's Dilly.
Yeah, I know, I get it for some of them. Well, also, can't really say Azura's a lead. I think she's like just kind of there for the journey, but whatever. I get it.
I mean, she's literally at the center of the cover art.
I know.
She did get a legendary ult, so that
She also has
Most of these
legendary
characters
ult.
are on the cover arts, guys. Straight up.
Well, she's even more foreground than Corrin. That's the funny part.
I know,
For
but I'm
Fate,
saying in
it's
terms of the
really-
stories themselves, like they're
Yeah.
they're
She's
mostly
pretty
just
much the
along for the
cast,
ride.
Yeah.
I find it
All
quite
these
funny that
variations.
Ryoma's nowhere to be found here.
Oh yeah,
Because
neither
he's not.
Ryoma or Zan.
No, but Xander's a GVH, so Ryoma just got straight up
GHP.
excluded.
Yeah, that one's a little weird,
There's-
but meh.
Going back to the legendary hero thing, I find it funny in a really stupid way that from Fates we have Ryoma and Azura as legendary heroes, but not either version of Corrin, who is the actual main character.
Yeah, no.
Corrin's inevitable,
Ryoma even made it
to
as a
be fair.
legendary hero. Never made sense to me. Their picks for legendary just does not make sense.
That pick made no sense.
Yeah,
That's
and
the only
Xander-
pick I think was just really weird.
And no legendary
That was
Xander, so
way too
that's kind of
long.
just.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on though. After that, after the Fire Emblem leads, we have the special hero summoning event. Is this a legendary 2 special hero summoning event again? Like we
It's
haven't.
going to be a full
Oh.
banner.
Yeah, it has to be.
Oh.
It is. They said it's going to be a full special heroes banner. Probably replacing Picnic for this year.
Okay, see, this is
Yeah,
why I was just
So
like,
it's a
I
bunch
couldn't
of-
hear shit.
Yeah, no, it's basically just a set of younger versions of characters.
I
We're
think
doing
this
that
one is
again.
going to be focused on Shadow Dragon more specifically.
Probably focused on Shadow Dragon, but it'll be younger characters.
We'll see.
Okay,
We'll
so we
see.
have our first true Shota character and first true Lolly character.
Well, we
I
already
mean,
had
technically, Kana.
I mean, Dragon Lollies, for example. Yeah, I know.
one.
I
No,
know.
we had Azura.
No.
But
Oh, yeah,
like,
we
these
had
are
Lollies,
special
right.
heroes. That's what I meant. Like,
Lolly Zoro is still a special hero.
Yes.
okay, yes.
That wasn't a special heroes banner.
No, she was. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't on the
That
banner
was a
itself.
new
Yeah,
heroes
okay.
banner.
You know, log banner. Dang it.
No, but these are like
Yep.
made up versions that are like you have to pull for, and I can't believe it.
Sita looks adorable.
She does. Why does she
Okay.
have a
But
big
yeah,
sword?
it-
Like that sword is way too big for her at this age.
Almost looks like a toy.
Oh yeah, it also looks like a toy. It looks
Oh,
like a
yeah.
toy.
So
Also, notice how Marth does not have falchion.
Oh,
I mean,
that's probably rapier.
yeah.
and notice how Sita still does not have the wing sphere.
Also,
Lances would be really big for that small of a size, though.
They mention the other characters on this special banner is from other games.
Thanks for pointing it out. Like I
Oh.
really couldn't hear because people kept
I
trying to
couldn't hear
talk
that
about
part.
other things while. Oh man, come on! If we're gonna watch a channel, please let it be your first viewing of it. Otherwise, trying to talk over everything just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
stopped like 2 minutes in once I realized what I was doing.
Yeah,
my apologies for that.
that's
Yeah,
alright.
sorry.
It's your first time here.
Second, but
Oh,
first time.
I'm not gonna count the stupid April Fool's one for March 30th. That one wasn't a real one.
This is actually. I mean, hey, this kind of plays into your whole asking about conditions.
I like this.
Yeah.
Just because, like, for example, people are so heavily reliant on sing or dance, or some of the deployment limits could be like no healing, or no heroes from like, just, or they could just write no Reinhardt. But you know,
Yeah,
I
they
like
could
that.
just specifically write no Reinhardt Thunder's Fists.
But no, I like that a lot. It reminds me
I
of
like
Final
how-
Fantasy Tactics because it just pushes you to use different members of your party to take it, like, to win.
Not allowing any dancers is going to be really interesting for me.
And we still
Yeah,
mentioned that
that-
this is still they're putting in the legendary battle.
Yeah, and it
That's
actually
seriously-
shows
Yeah.
Legendary Battle's border when
Yeah.
you look on the map
Yeah.
screen. You can see it when when they're scrolling through it.
Yeah, I mean that's so weird. Everything's a pushover except for that one.
Yeah, that's actually
Yeah,
going to be terrifying because they could eventually add more of these, and it's going to be harder and harder.
Mm-hmm.
It is
I mean,
good that they're
Leo's
giving
is
out
a-
codes though.
Like,
Leon's a
Like,
hard
uh,
GHB for GHB standards, at least.
and then for Grima's battle, you can almost
If that's
guarantee
the full
that that's
ba-
gonna.
Can we just
If
note
it's-
that armor is 81 HP in that fight?
Oh god, that's disgusting.
Yeah, that's actually a real map.
No sing or dance, by the way.
Possibly.
If
but
they
more
say
than likely.
only Echo's
Well,
characters, who
I
are you
would
gonna
guess
bring to
only
it free to
one
play?
dancer,
Only
maybe,
Tobin?
because Olivia is from Awakening. But
At
even
best.
then, because
I remember
that's gonna be
people
go on.
like to do Phoenix Master 1 I know like to do theme battles where he would just bring in characters from the game to do the fight, and now they're actually making that a mode, which I find to be really fascinating and immersive.
They should do more of these. I find it way more interesting.
Okay, but real
Oh.
quick, I don't.
Yeah.
They do feature all the way from hard to Inferno, so there will be some difficulty to this.
It's these are like the actual maps from hard to Inferno.
But I
Imagine
will
if
say
it was
this.
just all of the difficulties.
I will say this. This will work if they rerun these things. So, for example, if you beat it all the first time around,
Yeah.
you don't get it. But then
Yeah.
That
mean,
way,
they could
if
just
someone
keep
fails on
doing
it, it's fine. It's fine because they'll be back and you'll have another chance at it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
these
I mean-
things pretty much
They could-
much have to be on a cycle.
They have to be on a cycle.
Or they
yeah.
could just continuously release more of them with more rewards.
No, I get that. But it's unfair for some players because, for example, earlier was mentioned, what if they say only from heroes from Fire Emblem Echoes, and the only free Echoes hero is Tobin? What are you gonna do? Tobin solo it? Like, come on.
I mean, we actually have a lot of
Python.
Sure. But you get my point. There are some
Yeah, I think
games
those
where we didn't
TMS
get a lot
one-
of free heroes from, and it's gonna be fairly difficult for people to beat it.
Well,
I think
so-
Ratio 776 is going to be the only hard one, realistically.
Yeah, no, well, they haven't put that here for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
Do they have echoes on it? I don't think so, either.
Almond Celica's.
Okay, yeah, so they do.
Okay, but
They might change the limits for those as well. They don't have to specifically make it.
They don't have to
limited.
specifically restrict to certain, like...
I know,
like-
I know, but the one thing we've seen so far is kind of hard. Deployment limits. Heroes from FE to Sacred Stones. So that indicates only Sacred Stones heroes. And then you don't use Sing or Dance. So that's already not easy. But I'm willing to bet on the lower difficulties it won't be anything like that. So maybe you only miss out on Inferno stuff. So
Yeah, you might only... Even then, if it's just the Infernals that are hard, that's fine. Reasonably, I don't mind if they just continuously put out more, and then have it, like, different games, so that eventually you can pick up one that's actually going to work for you.
I'm sorry.
And it doesn't make people who don't...
I'm sorry,
tackle
Casey just
that.
made me crack up. He says, "It's key,
What?
you're up." What if it says heroes from Fire Emblem TMS?
TMS fight, but you only get to use its
Yeah,
team.
that wouldn't happen. That would be so depressing.
Ow.
I mean, with 3C, it's not much better.
Thrasia's almost as bad. I mean, hey, we all get to use the Reinhardt. And we
All
all
right,
get free
Reinhardt, Kemp, you're up. You both hate each other, but go ahead.
Go ahead. You're all we have.
Go and don't kill each other.
But I'm really interested in seeing what happens. This starts on the 13th, goes until the 17th.
Yeah.
And
Wait,
then
did they
they'll
say how much
probably
time we
roll
have
it,
for
right?
them?
I think it says at the end how long they go, like to the 20th.
2 days for each one.
Yeah,
2 days for each one.
Ooh. Oh, I'm not so sure about that.
Yeah, this is gonna
But-
be quite the content drop, and it's not gonna be fun for most people.
Okay, real quick,
I'm
everybody, send your condolences to PM1. He's now on a cram schedule.
Oh yeah, no, PM1's
Mhm.
gonna have to go ham to figure out these.
So yeah, it's either 2 days for each one, or it's the whole batch only lasts until the 19th.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, we don't really have a good hint on there, but
No, we don't.
I,
I feel like PM1's gonna have a stroke with this one.
yeah, he is.
having to do stuff like having to do the Valencia one, for example, is gonna suck.
No,
No,
but he
all the
also
regular
has to do it
free-play-
like free-to-play style. So
Yeah, he has to. That's why I'm saying it's gonna suck so much. Like, if it says Echoes,
Yeah.
like, what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? Tobin, Clive,
Only characters that have married their siblings
Tobin,
slash
Clive,
cousins.
Matilda,
And
Philadelphia.
Fallen
Fallen
Delphia.
Delphia.
Fallen Delphia is better than regular Delphia at this point, anyway.
Well, at least she's
uh,
actually free, so that one's helpful.
Python, I guess.
Yeah.
Python,
Python.
Star.
Valentine Silk.
By the
Oh,
way, I
no,
like that
that's-
last restriction. Only heroes that marry their cousins or. I like that
Oh
one.
god.
Okay.
Well, I don't think they would.
Fates.
Next thing we have hero filter added to edit team screen. This is
This
super
gonna
useful.
Be so good.
It's
for me.
convenient.
Arena Assault, this is gonna save so much time. Holy
Oh
shit.
my god.
Yes,
You're
thank
right.
God.
This is like I need the filter stuff. I've been I've basically just had to screenshot and then sort by a sort. It's so inconvenient, but if I can just
Yeah,
filter out
exactly. So
very
now
specific units.
when you get something, you can just search them up, or you select it. So for example, if I'm in an arena, so I'm like, I need a Lancer right now with this blessing, with this move type. Just select, and I'll only see them, or they would just be at the top.
I need
Yeah,
this
really
type
give
of
up.
unit under this blessing, specifically for arena for E3
Mhm.
arena assault.
And if you have a
That
hero
is-
in mind, you could just automatically select the game, select the weapon type, and you're done. Like it's so much faster.
Reasonably,
Or-
if you're looking for a specific hero, you just select the game and it should be very easy.
Oh well, yeah.
Or you could just, put their name in.
Or you could put their name in too. That's also really nice. Longer though.
I mean,
Very
I'm
few people
typing
are
on a
gonna use
tablet. It's
that.
not that easy, but yeah, I get
Yeah,
it.
I would think it would take too long to search by name, personally.
Wait,
Unless
they
you-
just wrote FE? Oh, that's true. Ferdinand. Yeah. I
Oh
get it.
yeah.
You can just go for
Okay,
the first
so-
couple letters.
You could also just search for the first letter. Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This.
They
Thank
they actually put some work into this one.
They really went all out to make sure that you had.
If you guys have ever watched me play Arena Assault, half the time is just finding and selecting heroes.
Uh huh.
So it drives me
on that,
nuts
'cause
every single time.
I have to look. Okay, so where does this blessing end and this blessing start? I can't find out. I can't figure it out. It's
Yeah.
So
the
I
hardest
just
part.
lost the unit I was going for. Whoops.
Uh huh.
Guess I'll be
Whoops.
stuck here for another 5 minutes.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's so stupid. So I'm glad this is a
That's
huge
gonna-
change.
That's gonna streamline.
I know
my-
now that you
This
can't
has
be more useless
assisted
than
your
a plain
AA runs
Mirage
more than any
Sessions
other
filter.
feature here.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Mirage filters.
The Mirage
Just
filter for the
ridiculous.
average person.
Alright, Iski, you're up.
just Itsuki. I mean, that's why they have Itsuki's
Yeah.
head, right? It's just
Yeah.
it's just Itsuki.
'Cause that's literally all you're gonna have. Like that's the Itsuki filter for most people.
It took me 10 minutes to find my Lilo once. Oh my god, yeah. I could see it. Alright, but yeah. Thank goodness this wasn't like paywalled, because this is such a useful feature.
Of course.
Yeah. No kidding.
Next,
Oh, no,
Lost Lore Spoils. This, I get they have to feature it, but this is such a minor thing. We now just get extra awards, so...
yeah.
Yeah, it's basically just TT plus.
Yeah, it's
This one,
I would
like-
hesitate to call it extra rewards, just condensed.
it's condensed. It's like a shorter version of Lost Lore to do every now and again.
I mean, that's basically just TT plus, yeah.
If I had to guess, this might just be the interim too, like between Lost Lores. This might
Yeah.
happen.
Possible.
Which, if that's actually the case, that's actually really cool.
Hmm.
So
That's
yeah,
interesting.
more limited. Oh wait, it's already featuring number 4.
Yeah, because we have officially about clips through half the month. Up half this first set. We're now going to the
Yeah.
next.
Okay.
So
makes
we'll
sense.
probably see the next set of in the next update. Oh, I'm just
Yeah.
gonna say that.
Oh, there are no strikes.
Yeah, no strikes. That was an
Yeah.
important note. That's why
Okay.
I said it might be interim.
This part though, this is huge. Well, not for us, but for new players, because one of the biggest complaints I've ever heard for Ether raids was just like, everybody we fight has better fortresses, and I'm just like, yeah, what do you do about that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Honestly-
this is like... oh, God.
Full honesty, I think that tiers 18 and 19 should still get a +1, and you should still get that +2 up to tier 17, because people who quit the game after reaching tier 21, getting their fortress to level 5, they fall down until somewhere around 15, which means that if somebody's actually good at using their units, they can end up climbing up to the point where they cannot compete simply because of fortress advantage.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And here's the thing, for a lot of those people you mentioned, they're pretty casual at the game to let that happen in the first place. So it's even worse
Yeah, I was
off.
about to say.
Yeah. Thanks, John Nils. Thanks for sub. But yeah, this helps a lot. Ether raids is less daunting as a result of this. So from what I understand, if you fight someone, actually, you explain this. I'm gonna jumble this. anything. Thanks for subs.
All right. So, basically, people struggle to really push in AR, new players at least, because it's a resource.
Sorry, one sec.
Like,
Someone gifted subs. Oh, Robin gifted subs. Thanks, Robin.
Oh, well, thank you.
Thanks for gifting subs to John Niles, Antonio Leba, Addicted Gamer, Ignis Alive, and Peshal. Thanks so much, dude. Okay, sorry, you can go ahead.
Okay, that was really laggy on my end. But basically, AR is a struggle for new players because you reach a hard gap because you have like 0 resources in AR, and you can't upgrade your fortress, so you're just kind of sitting there screwed, facing a bunch of units you can't really deal with because A, you don't have resources, and there's really nothing to help you.
Mm-hmm. So
I mean,
my
it's not even.
go ahead.
It's not even just the resources, but also the units that come with somebody who's been in tier 21 for a while and then they just quit. Those units that they leave in their defense keep are still going to be pretty powerful.
Yep.
Yeah, but I feel like the resource bit is much more devastating.
That's more practical.
Yeah, that's more like because like
Well, yeah.
you don't have to really worry about the units as much if you can deal with them. But the issue is that people just don't have the resources to play AR because they just haven't put enough time and they're new players,
Yeah.
so it's obvious. But they're without the resources, you're just gonna struggle and lose basically all the time.
Yes.
That's what
Yeah.
happened.
And I just wanted to say, that's one of the biggest things in a game that you need to remove. If a player feels like things are unfair, it really sucks the fun out of things. And this was definitely unfair. There was nothing they could do about it, unless they played the game more. Like, it wasn't an easy thing to set back. So it needed adjustment, and they finally did it. My only question is, what is this adjustment? I couldn't hear it. Like, I get the idea of it, but I'm gonna butcher it for sure.
Wow, that was laggy.
Yeah, that was
What?
really laggy on my end
That
as
was
well.
Yeah, coming through Discord, you sounded like a badly clipped robot, Nims.
Oh god.
It's fine now, but
Okay.
you
so
sounded like Legion a while ago. Yeah.
I'm not that bad.
What?
No, I mean like before all the changes you got made.
Like-
Oh,
The before times, yes.
no, that's
Sounded like
terrifying.
Legion at his worst.
Yes.
I wish I didn't know that.
Okay. I'm actually just okay. So from what I understand, if you're facing someone in tier 17, the most they can have is just +1.
It's not that. The way that this chart works, going from tier 15 to tier 17, while you are in those tiers, you get an automatic +1 tier fort
Oh.
bonus,
Okay.
along with what you already get from having the bonus structure. And then
Okay.
the same thing applies, just with more bonus levels to your fort, going down to tier 1.
Amazing. Okay, I get it now. Yeah.
This is effectively like a little buffer so that people can still
Right.
play the game while collecting the things they need to upgrade their fort for the eventual tier 18 to 19 climb.
Yeah.
One thing
are
that
the
I
big
think one thing that I think would help a lot with actually alleviating the issue of the resources, though, is while you're climbing through these tiers, like your first time through them, throw in bonus Aether Stones as well. That way, that way people
That's
can.
a bit tough to track and a little. I'm not so sure.
Well, I wouldn't say maybe just increase the overall gain of Aether Stones for the lower tiers.
Mm-hmm.
That
But
would
could do
also
that.
be useful.
Depends on the gap, because there
Yeah.
eventually comes a point though where it would be like, well, now they have to get more rewards in the upper tiers, which is just kind of stupid.
Yeah,
I'll
it
just be
would
straight
be-
up though. Like that response, I do like it. It's just I don't think IS like would
do
that.
it, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't expect them
I mean-
to make the lower tiers almost equate to the upper
They
tiers.
could also do
Right.
something like starter quests, which would also help.
Yeah, like with the hero's path, something
Yes.
along that.
Well, the
same
other
lines where-
problem is, what if somebody just starts out gets back into it, but they haven't started ether raids. Do they even have those? Because starter quests imply you started the game.
Well, it could be,
Returning.
yeah, like Mad Crash said, it could be like Hero's Path, where it's available to everyone.
Well, there already are
Well-
ether stones in the hero's path. I think
Another-
400 or so.
Another alternative is updating the starter quests that are actually there whenever you start a new game.
Again, what
because
about the people who are returning and haven't done ether raid before? Those are the people I'm looking at right now, not the actual people who started.
Yeah,
That
fuck
is
the
a
new
good
people.
Point.
Sorry, go ahead.
I hadn't thought about that.
Because they are technically just as new to ether raids, but they don't get access to starter quests because that's not how it works.
I feel I'm just not sure. Just like, there's no real way to access Aether Stones without playing AR, and if you really, and the gain in like the lower tiers is just not enough for like competing in the higher tiers.
After this tuning, I don't know the full like objective difficulty spike. Like I actually
Yeah, I'll just be straight
being
up.
in tier 21.
I have no
experience.
freaking clue what the lower tiers look like. I've been stuck
Alright.
in the top tiers before.
All right, so
So
if I am to give it like a basic summary of it, it's basically hell, like hell itself.
yes, it is possible to reach tier 18 with your offensive fortress at a maximum of level 3.
Ah.
And that's if you like play out of your mind.
Yeah, like you've got really good units, or the units you do have, you know how to make them work some real fucking magic.
Because if I am, oh jeez, just like if you, it's like playing Lunatic Plus mode, right? It's everyone has
Yeah.
a stat boost, and if someone has a defense team that is just full of bonus units, they're essentially getting +8 to all stats. So.
And that's with only one level of disadvantage on the fort as well, by the way.
Yeah.
You got 2, 3 levels of fort disadvantage. That's 8 to everything, 12 to everything.
Real quick, do you guys remember when the game was glitched and we were fighting against like level 1 fortress heroes?
Oh, I missed that glitch.
That was
I missed it
so
much.
funny. I beat up on everybody like they were retarded. Like it was
It
just
was so cruel.
it was
Alright.
just bullying. You just auto battle and you win. You had like 16 extra stats in them.
All right, so it's basically that glitch, but in reverse.
I get it now. Okay, now that we phrase it this
Yeah.
way, yeah, it's like
Okay,
like
so
you're a
that
grown ass
explains
man
this a
and you're
little
beating
bit.
down on a child.
I imagine the replays in those tiers are just kind of sad
Depressing. Yeah.
because,
Yeah.
like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, when it comes to actually getting up into the higher tiers in AR, the general advice is hyper focus on your offensive fortress, and then once you actually get that to level 4 or even 5, then you
I think that's how
focus
it's
on your
always-
defensive fort, though.
I
Basically,
think that was always the advice, even when everybody was still climbing. Offense fort is just generally going to be more
Yeah,
useful
don't
because
bother
of
with
the block.
defense for it. Like you're gonna lose, just let it lose.
all right.
Yeah.
So this is like the. I think the best way to go about it is like if you're really gonna be serious about competing in AR, basically just make a fishing map and that's it. Lift loss, that's it. You get
Yeah, just fish
Two-
bad people.
Yeah, if you basically just take two if you again, this is like if you're really serious, but if you get 2 defense mythics and just spam the respective blessings, you will basically just get guaranteed minus is it 50?
40.
40
40. Yeah.
40
So-
at worst, which is enough to get you like a couple days of it's definitely gonna be below 200, so that's enough.
That's
to
enough
get-
to climb. most
That's enough to
tiers.
climb. Yeah, that's
Okay.
assuming if you use every map, of course, which you likely will.
Okay, great. Next, rarity changes. This is big because a lot of these heroes I would
Black
suggest plus 10ing. Particularly Norn and Echidna. Those 2 are definitely worth plus 10ing. Oh, Mordecai as well. My bad.
Yeah, your lag's back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was spiking. for
I'm
this
pretty
one.
sure it's Discord because Guys on Twitch and YouTube, do you hear me properly? Oh, thanks, Killer Mario. Welcome back.
I'd imagine. It's
Wait, no,
Discord
Robin
thing.
gifted it. Thanks, Robin.
Well, it's
Discord has
definitely
a
a thing.
stroke.
Yeah, it's definitely a thing going through Discord because, well, there's also the fact that your mic audio is being directly broadcast to your stream, whereas through Discord, we have to hear it through the server.
Sure. No, I'm saying if I had like internet issues, it would be, they would have it too. But I haven't dropped any frames, so I know it's just Discord.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
That's just. I don't understand why it's just for you, but
Yeah, it's very weird because we can hear each other fine, but it's just you Nimnies.
Yeah, it's usually Legion with this issue. Now I know how it feels. It feels terrible. How do you
this
live
is
like
worse
this?
than anything I've heard for myself.
Nims, you sound like you belong in a Daft Punk video right now.
Oh man, I love Daft Punk though.
Hey, look, you're back.
Well, Legion, I don't think you heard yourself during those times.
Okay, during those times, I wish.
Okay,
All right, so
thanks for the sub. Sorry.
For
go ahead.
0 months. What were you saying?
Okay, I was just saying, rarity changes. I like this a lot because there are 3 heroes here that I definitely think everyone should plus 10, or if you're going towards arena and caring about scoring and whatnot, these are valuable heroes. Echidna, Mordecai, and Norn I think are very valuable.
Extremely.
I would not suggest Mordecai in that case because you need a positioning skill on him to actually
yeah,
take
that's the
advantage
part
of
that
his
sucks.
weapon.
Ah,
That's
you're
the
right.
biggest thing
He's
against
still an
it.
Ether the raid spot,
Yeah.
but
Oh, absolutely.
Hey,
you'll
you
just
want to know
basically
what's
have a looter now if you want to use him in arena.
the better ether raid spot?
What?
What?
Laszlo.
Shush.
No, that's not a bot.
Oh yeah,
He's not
he
the
does-
bot.
You
Oh,
have
he's
to
his own
baby
dude.
him and give him buffs before he
No,
can do
no,
anything.
I mean like he's legitimately just Mordecai, but he applies it to legitimately everyone.
Yeah, but Mordecai is cool and Laszlo's not.
Okay, I see how it is.
Laszlo,
not-
Laszlo applies buffs to his allies. Mordecai debuffs his enemies.
And Mordecai's
Yeah,
the
there's
cool,
also
calm,
that
collected type. Laszlo's the kind of type to kiss other guys.
Regardless of your senseless mocking, there's also,
Yeah, go ahead.
there's also the fact that Mordecai and Laszlo on a team together can provide
Oh,
massive
they'll wreak
swings.
havoc. They'll wreak havoc on the team
Massive
together
stat swings.
because they are separate. Like
Because let's not forget, the range for activating Laszlo's weapon is 3 spaces, not 2, which is about half of your average map.
especially in ether raids.
hmm
By the way, Nims, YouTube is still muted.
Oh yeah, yeah, I realized that. Didn't have
Nice
time
work.
to do it.
Well, I wouldn't say. Well, here's my opinion on like all the.
God
rarity
damn it! I
changes.
just said 1 sec. I have it on pause.
No, I mean just like the chain, like the screen itself. I would say that there's more units of value here.
By the way, YouTube, I want you to know there's this guy called Manuel. First thing he says to me on YouTube, on the 40th summon, free 5-star. And then Archimedes says no spoilers. It says sorry, and then I close the chat, so it's still there. Literally, literally 2 spoilers within the first minute of streaming from YouTube.
Sheesh.
That's why I had to shut down YouTube. They just spoil like shit. At least on Twitch, you can close it down to people who are, you know, VIPs and
Yeah.
whatnot. So.
Alright.
Okay.
So-
go ahead.
Obviously, that doesn't always matter though.
Yeah.
Jack.
So going into units on this demotion wave that do have a lot of value as merge projects, Norn is the only archer that will reach the 170 bin on her own stats alone.
Free to play.
Python, Python. Okay, being a green bow is weird. It's not
Yeah.
it's not exactly ideal, but he does have the physical bulk to be able to relatively safely bait legendary Crom as an
And
example.
Ashura. You can bait both of
That
them in
too.
one turn.
Yeah.
He's also a very
Which-
solid unit stat-wise.
He is actually a
Yeah.
solid unit. I'll give him that.
So Python is an extremely good AA counter pick.
Yeah. So
Keth-
get one.
Tethys is like.
Tethys
She's a
is-
dancer.
Okay. So
Well,
let me.
not only
not
is
e-
she a dance. Okay, go ahead, cool.
Okay, so I this is part of the a competitive side, but basically, Tethys is the most broken unit for support ever.
Subjective.
Why?
No.
I wasn't aware of this. Go ahead.
You could stack Temari, Disarm Trap, and have a Dancer all in one.
Yeah.
That is insanely good.
She has good res. She's a dagger, so she can run Disarm Trap, and Tamari's already free to play, so she can actually make really good use of all aspects of support while not being the heir herself.
Yeah. I've seen people just break entire maps with Tethys alone just because of her support.
Yep.
Tethys,
She is a legitimately good unit to have.
Yeah. New Year's Air, I mean, her art is kind of cute, but the utility she has as fodder because of Tamari is too good to pass up with Tethys dropping into the 3 and 4 star pool.
Yep.
Simply because Tethys's res is absolutely monstrous.
For a
You
dancer.
can eat not even just for a dancer, for basically your general unit. Simply because what Tethys actually has for res at base is
35.
okay, 35 base res. No, okay, actually no, 34 or 37
Sorry,
with a boon.
Oh.
But then you can refine those generic daggers like Tamari for more res. And then because she's in the 3 and 4 star pool, she's going to be much easier to merge. Once you get her up to +10, that's +4 to all stats, not even counting flowers or blessings from your light or dark blessings,
Definitely.
Sothis or air.
YouTube is dead,
Or
Twitch
just
is on the rise,
skills in
Corona
general.
is hitting the
Skills in
boomers,
general,
this
you'll be
is shot
able to-
needed
True.
time for the gamers to
Yeah,
rise
but basically, she's gonna get those Tamari procs like it's nothing. And surprisingly, she has a pretty decent HP stat, so she could... I've
For a
actually
dagger,
seen... Yeah, for a dagger dancer. I've actually
Yeah.
seen Tethys run Sabotage... Sudden Panic, I mean... And it's like, what? Huh? Because
Yeah.
that's a dagger dancer, like, what?
Yeah.
Tethys has 38 base HP. HP is stupidly easy to stack in AR simply because of the way the blessings work there.
So she's a stupidly good support.
Very
unit.
valuable.
Okay,
unit.
but let's just be honest. She's that valuable because she's the only dagger hero to do that.
I mean, she also has good stats for the support.
Yeah.
stuff.
But I'm just saying, like, as a dagger dancer, we don't really have alternatives. So
We don't have anybody to compare her to.
Yeah,
And
she's
it's
just-
fascinating that we have not one but 2 refresher units that are both extremely meta on this Wonder-Mote wave.
Yeah.
Looking at you,
Yep.
Asen.
I said it on the initial banner she came in, but she's the power creep to PA Olivia, and yeah,
yeah, she did.
She's
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
not
there's
effectively.
no
like
way around
everything
that.
was better. From
Like,
what I remember.
He
Yeah,
said
well,
he said
worse-
objectively,
worse attack,
not
but-
effectively.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, worse attack, but who cares?
okay.
Yeah.
But aside from Tethys, we get it. Like, she's really good. We talked about Mordecai. Echidna. Echidna is the
That's an
Huh?
no brainer.
yeah. Because
Yep.
when it comes to building a green 170, she reaches 175, right?
She reaches 175 with a merge.
With a merge.
No, she
sorry.
does. Wait, she does? 172?
She has 172 as her base.
Okay, I wasn't
Good
sure.
for
if it was
Python, but too late
172.
since we have Wrath, Echidna too, but
No,
Therese
she
Rosthea is
showed
nice,
up in
but we have
the
Ferdinand Mercy
same
I care
banner
because
as
I love
Ross,
her, and
or
Therese no
immediately
replacement
after?
for Norn Racing
Immediately
is
after.
good 3-range
Yeah,
dancer
yeah.
and must
The
have an
banner
non
immediately after.
B/Dragon
Yeah.
team
Right,
and
'cause
do this with her mini
Echidna
dagger.
There's like
was on the
four
same
people-
If
banner
only
that
Olivia
Ross
was
Brunia.
stronger.
There's like
Yeah.
3 people talking and a bot in the background. I can't make out anything.
Sorry.
Okay, sorry, one at a time, please. I know the chat is like, holy shit. I know, guys, I know. I'm listening to it all at once too. Ugh.
All right, who
Okay, now
to
no
go
one
first?
wants to talk.
Well, I thought you were gonna go with the bot first.
The bot already went. Okay, go ahead.
Ah.
Okay, Matt Crash, you go.
All right, so with Echidna, with a single merge, she will reach 175 BST.
Mhm.
She came in the banner immediately after Ross, and she also has a much higher speed ceiling than Ross does.
Yep.
Her HP pool She has 45 at base. There are not a lot of infantry units with more than that. I'm pretty sure that ties with Virion. And Virion got a personal weapon that uses his HP to great effect.
Mm-hmm.
Virion went from being one of the worst units in the game to one of the best support units in the game because his HP is just that high.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But going into her other stats, her defenses are very solid, very well mixed as well. She has 36 base speed, jumps to 39 with a boon. Her only super boon is in res, which will bump it from 27 to 31 at 0 merges. But because of the way her stats are laid out, she's simply just a better Libra.
Yeah, she is a better Libra, and for those who run Soleil, Soleil is also pretty balanced. If you're looking for a very balanced arena unit that can basically take on whatever you need for the build, Echidna's gonna work wonders. Ross is very specialized to his HP and attack. Echidna has everything. So you could build her for her res at 31 base. You could build her for her HP 45. 36 speed, you could build her to be like fast, potentially even close call repel if you're insane. And you could also just bump up her attack so that she's actually a good mixed offensive unit.
Mm-hmm.
Like she is, and not to mention that she already comes with rear guard, drive attack, and brazen speed res. Very good arena kit. Brazen speed res is a good scoring skill.
I just want to reiterate, I was blown away that she actually dropped because I remember looking at her, I was just like, no way, too good, too good.
She is. I mean, she's bottom end of the 5-star lock pool, but she is top end 4-star pool.
Right.
And now she's a 3-star unit.
Exactly.
So, imagine.
She is. Sorry for interrupting, but she is also the first 3-star unit to give us drive attack.
Yes.
Yeah.
Drive attack is now.
All the
demoted.
drives are 3-star. All the drives
Yeah.
are 3-star now, so you can get drive attack going on your regular arena units very easily.
Okay.
Like,
But I wanted to point out, Echidna's your true alternative to Flame Emperor because there was only Flame Emperor or Echidna. I know Flame Emperor is one bit higher, but you cannot just look away from an extra movement space and the fact that it's armor versus infantry, which case
And-
she's a more solid tank overall if you're worried about weaknesses.
yeah.
So they're not gonna
Alright.
explain
There's
why
also
Seth's
the
voice
fact that
actress
Flame
changed to
Emperor
Cassandra Lee
requires a
Morris?
significant
Also, this
rail
new 40
investment
Heroes
to
Spark
to
system
hit
is
that
almost
ceiling,
tempting me to
whereas
come back,
Echidna is more
at least for
flexible
rolls,
because.
but
Alright,
only
you
until
can
they
just-
announce summer.
Well, I'll wait for the bot.
Thank you for realizing that. Sorry, I'll just repeat Kongu's real quick. No, they did not address Faye's voice actress change, but I do find it hilarious because it's really meta. Back in December, Sothis said she wanted to stay longer, and then she had to go because of Faye, and then now like 4 months later, it's Faye, but with Sothis' voice actor, so it just feels like it's Sothis. As for the 40 Heroes Spark system, it's almost tempting to come back. I definitely think this is a game like worth just
That's
logging
a game
into every day because you get like half the orbs just by logging
Yeah.
in. So
The regular story can give you like 40 orbs just for the release of the banner, roughly, sometimes. Like, you will be just fine with a little bit of saving to get a free 5-star every single New Heroes banner.
yeah, so if anything, this game has gotten even easier to play if you're not serious about it. If you just want to log in every day, if you only have 5 minutes, you can get a lot of. You can get. Like if you're just addicted to gambling and gacha games in general, 5 minutes a day gets you basically most of the stuff in Faye.
Pretty much.
Alright.
But yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Okay.
Going back to what I was saying before the bot started up, like I said, Flame Emperor has a significant Grail investment, not as much as a Tempest Trial unit, but it's still there.
That's
Echidna-
my main concern.
Yeah, Echidna now dropping into the 3 and 4-star pool. Also, the fact that she has access to IVs means that she is much more flexible in the roles that you can give her.
If you're not like me and you're just literally trying to go for the highest possible score because you have no other option, Echidna is probably going to be a long time arena unit, like long term.
Yep.
On the levels.
Oh,
of
absolutely.
Straight
And-
up, I actually prefer Echidna over the Flame Emperor, but I've already have him at +2, so I'm kind of committed.
I need to use Flame Emperor. I have no choice.
Yeah.
But it's huge.
Hooray for having Edelgard.
Echidnas are also our only option as a free-to-play, next to Ross, as a free-to-play 175 BST green hero. Red had a bunch of options like Astro.
In general.
What?
I think that's the only other 175 in the summoning pool.
Oh yeah, in the summoning pool. But I'm saying like if you're a free-to-play player and you're looking to max out hero, for ranking purposes, Echidna is your green pick as long as Ross.
Well, all right. So when it comes to Echidna being now a 3-star,
yep,
she's basically the only competition that Ross has. That's
exactly.
Like,
if you're looking for an arena unit in the summoning pool, it's just Echidna and Ross.
Like the stat differences between them isn't really that huge. Like,
oh no, it's a trade between
it's
speed
enough
and
where
it's
big.
Like, you could realistically build the speed Ross if you prefer more attack and more HP with more defense.
Yeah,
and you could really do whatever with Echidna. They're both basically the same unit with slightly different stat divisions.
They're just different flavors of a very good unit.
Yeah. So, for the most part, Ross was a little bit better because he was 3 and 4-star, but Echidna wasn't that far behind because she's Echidna.
Yeah.
Right.
But now that they're both 3-star, now it's more like, what do you want? Or alternatively, which one do you get more of?
Yeah, but I'll just be frank. I prefer Echidna, just because of the speed aspect.
And personally, I prefer Ross.
Okay.
But
fair enough.
The green pool got a lot better in general with Python, Echidna, and Raisin. Which, by the way, 3-star Raisin's gonna annoy the hell out of me because he's such a big unit, and I'm gonna see that, and he's gonna be 3-star.
Well, Legion, at least you never have to be pity broken by one.
Never again.
I would rather. Okay,
I was too.
As far as all of these units that are demoting from 4 and 5 to 3 and 4, I would rather get a 5-star Raisin than a 5-star Thea.
There are,
Why is that?
Yeah.
But you would get the 5-star version of her weapon.
You would get the 5-star version.
Yeah, but I think Raisin has more value as a 5-star.
Raisin, because he gets Heron Wing. If you don't have a 5-star Raisin already, he is a huge unit just to save.
Oh yeah. No, I get that. I'm just saying if I got another copy, because I already have a 5-star Raisin. I think a lot of people who want a Raisin would already have a 5-star Raisin.
But right, but still, it's 20,000 feathers I don't have to use. I don't really care for what Thea has as fodder for the most part.
Okay, fair enough.
To each their own on that one.
Also, Ferdinand has the same lance as Thea now.
Yeah, so now we have 2 3-stars in the Vanguard lance.
Yeah, she is pretty much entirely useless as far as unique fodder.
Because she has steady posture and what again?
Steady posture and something else, but you know who else comes with steady posture? The guy who's right above her on that list.
Which is actually kind of funny.
Which is really sad.
I feel bad that I can't remember Tea's fodder, so I gotta double check that.
I mean, that's how forgettable she is.
Oh, seal speed defense. Never mind.
Oh.
Okay. How about we talk about the one other thing that I think needs to be mentioned? We have now, for the first time in years, gotten alternatives to free to play healers. Brady and Mercedes. There's we don't have anything like them in the game.
Yeah. Okay. So
they're both really good infantry healers, and with good fodder too.
So, I've actually been building Mercedes as a merge project, and
I know you have.
Basically, infantry healers are some of the best overall, just for any mode, I would say, besides arena, for obvious reasons. But for AR, they are incredible because if you can learn the very weird aspects of restore AI and just healer AI in general, it can be very annoying to deal with healers in AR.
Infantry ones especially, yeah.
Yes.
They can move around a lot or very little depending on your setup.
Yes, and there's also the fact that they can also run infantry pulse, so that they can actually fit into an IP setup.
Yep, and Mercedes has enough HP to make that work.
Yep.
And Brady is not far behind either because he has very good stat. Both have very good stat layouts for healers, and
Brady is actually a good offensive one, and Mercedes is a good res tank healer.
Right,
that's why. She also has a pretty solid speed stat.
Yeah.
Okay, but that's what I was gonna say. I'm really glad they both went from 4 to 3 because now that's legitimately heroes that you could plus 10. Before we were stuck with like Generation 1 healers essentially as our choices.
Yeah, healers were very dry.
Yep.
And this had anything to spice it up.
I'm very happy with this since this allows me to actually get some Mercedes copies for once.
I have one Mercedes who is plus defense minus speed. I want to fix that.
I am at +3, and I haven't gotten anything since. But this is very nice. Like the drops that they chose are very nice. Like
Poor Altena though, the only unit who
I know.
5-star.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
thought I know you guys were disappointed that she didn't make the list, but like I'm glad it at least stopped at Echidna. If Echidna did not make that list, I would have been pretty upset.
That would have been annoying. At
Yeah.
least with Altena, she has the Earthly Gay Bulk, so she's actually a little more justified, if anything. as a
yeah, she
Yeah.
has an excuse at the very least.
Yeah, Altena
Yeah.
has the excuse of actually being a good unit.
Well,
Yeah,
the other
Altena-
heroes are
Just
good too.
like a distinctly good
Okay.
unit from a regular
Some days
3-star.
we'll clean the
She
5-star
almost-
only
her
pool.
perf
This
can be
is
compared
just
to
a
5
small
stars.
part.
Legion
The
did the
thing-
fastest backtrack in history.
Yeah, sorry.
Alright, so
I say
it's-
that as Echidna's right there.
Yeah.
As far as unit demotions go, Altena would be like Ares demoting again.
Yeah, that would have been huge, but at the same time, doesn't need to happen.
Does it mean? As sturdy stance, right? Yeah, sturdy
Yes.
stance and brash assault. Completely unremarkable skills.
Yeah, Sturdy
Earthly-
Stance is pretty good.
Good, but like I said, otherwise unremarkable. Earthly Gabolg as a weapon, that's absolutely huge. Altena is the only flyer in the game with access to a lull skill. Granted, it doesn't work against other flyers, but the fact that it's -5 instead of just -3 on attack and defense, which are
heavy.
some of the most important stats for her. Yeah, she's able to put on the hurt, and she has really good stats too.
No,
Alright,
she's a
so-
fantastic 4-star unit, which is why I am not surprised she's staying out.
Yeah. Effectively, if she was to drop, Fireballs would get a resurgence just because she did.
Yeah, she'd be huge.
I think Merrick might actually see a surge in popularity if Altena
Yeah.
drops,
We'll see about
because
that.
he's
We'll
because
see about that.
Well, it's a little bit too late for that for now.
Yeah.
It's gonna.
well, yeah, for now, but like as a hypothetical thing.
Well,
Yeah.
here's the thing. This mass demote wave happened, but right now we're getting no new 4-star, 5-star units. They've all been 4 or 3 stars because of the way that they've been doing the new demote system. So I'm wondering how Altena will stay in the future, because she's now the only, and foreseeably the only 4 or 5-star unit ever.
Oh my god, you're right.
Yeah. Well,
Wow, I
mean-
never even realized that, but you're right. That's so funny. She's literally like, that's
The
so
only one.
upsetting because they had a slot right behind Echidna. It's just like we could have had a perfect, we could have had a perfect 10, but they were like, no, Altena, she stays 4-star locked.
I'm getting the feeling that they're gonna be like, in order to justify that sort of thing, if they are to do that again, that unit's definitely gonna have like a very good prefer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
That's
even
the
think it's
only
about
way I could-
justification. I think they just picked a random date. Again, I don't give IS very much credit nowadays, guys.
I don't
Fair
know.
enough.
So
Fair enough.
Well, they demoted. How far? I think they didn't demote Racing last year because Racing was in January.
See, that's what I mean. You're gonna have to wait a year for Altena. That's so unfair.
But there are also no other 4-star, 5-stars, so I'm wondering if they'll even do that again.
Yeah, next year we get the same screen. Rarity screen. It's just
Rarity
Altena.
changes, Altena.
Altena.
That's
No,
a
I
hell of a
think
thing
they're
to make, too.
I
Ow.
feel like that, like, when it comes to the 4 and 5 stars, they're just gonna be very limited. Like, certain cases like Altena, where the prefer is very good.
Yeah,
That's the only,
Right.
like,
that's the only
Right.
instance I'd see. But for right now, it looks like they're being very consistent.
yeah.
Or maybe they'll just
Looking
make an announcement that we forgot to put Altena on the list when they realize how ridiculous this is if she isn't on the list.
Looking at this chart, though, there's one thing I do want to point out.
But
The last red unit to drop out of the 5-star pool was Sylvia.
yep,
Wow, that's a long time now.
we have not demoted a 5-star red unit in a long ass time to the pool. And we're upholding that with this banner.
All right.
Coming up.
Anyways, just to summarize, I think Echidna dropping huge, Tethys dropping huge, Norn dropping huge, Mercedes, Brady, huge because we didn't have alternatives to him. Mordecai, really big too. And I'm glad about Rayson, but I think because we already had an entire year. Rayson's not a hero you would plus 10. But yeah, speaking about heroes you would plus 10, Mordecai, Echidna, Python, Brady, Mercedes, Tethys, Norn. I think those are possible options for a lot of people for various reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, this is definitely big, so I'm very happy. A lot of good fodder here too.
Okay,
So,
let's keep
this is the
going
richest
because
spot.
for some reason we stopped here for like 20 minutes.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot to discuss here.
There was.
We'll be
This
seeing
is
these
huge
guys
for
a lot
everybody.
more. That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In effect, from version 4.4 summoning event. And past this, we have the biggest change this game has gotten in 3 years. I've always said this, guys. Orbs aren't worth the money. Because you had to go to like 100-something orbs to even hit like the median for it's like 140 or something, just to hit the median, right? And it's not guaranteed.
Typically.
I think it was 200 or so, depending on
The banner. Very
Yeah.
much.
Okay.
But a News Heroes banner, roughly 150, 200.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is, it used to be atrocious. You could spend all that money and not have anything to show for it at the end of it. Maybe a bunch of
Not even
4
a
stars and
focus.
3 stars, but definitely not what you wanted. Or like, it was not a guarantee. What you wanted wasn't a guarantee.
Yep.
This change is huge. It puts the game more balanced towards like the gacha standard nowadays. Again, it has to be mentioned, other games already have this in effect. I've been playing a game with even like better way of handling this. Oh fuck, I'm on the wrong topic again. It's a new special
I mean,
hero.
you're almost on the right topic.
Well, you don't have to
It's not
really
the
worry
special
about
heroes.
it because they don't really show much here.
Yeah.
You haven't
Well,
got
we
the
know
trailer.
Rinka is distant counter somehow.
Wait, she has distant counter?
Yeah, she enemy
Yeah.
phase that archer.
Either as the skill or in her weapon.
Mhm.
I would say weapon because we have enough distant counters in the pool already.
Yeah, no kidding.
Well, actually, she might actually have distant counters since
She could
Hector's
just
gone.
have regular. Yeah, Hector's gone.
Oh,
There's not
yeah.
actually
Well-
that much distant counter in the regular.
Yeah,
Nagi is still there, Byleth, and Nyla.
yeah,
Yep.
that's really it.
I want everyone to know I've had a huge crush on Lilith ever since she was this cute girl that just wanted to save us. And then I developed a bond by feeding her various kinds of things like
Oh,
my meat and
Look at this.
What?
Midori has close counter.
Oh wait.
Oh shoot!
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't
wait.
notice.
Wait, what?
Go back to Midori,
Okay.
I guess.
These are going really quickly.
Yeah, they do because this isn't the actual thing.
Wait a second. That means she has it in base kit because we don't
Unless
have
they're-
any other CCs.
Wait, where
in
did
the
you
pool.
see it?
Next fight.
Oh,
There
we
was
go.
that archer armor.
Axe fighter.
Axe fighter.
Yeah, she has it as an A slot because we only have one unit with it
With it.
in the pool, and it's not
It's-
even. It's a snapped unit.
It's possible that it's in her weapon, though. I'm not gonna hold my breath.
yeah,
on
that
it.
weapon doesn't look normal. I don't recognize it.
I mean, it
Yeah.
also might. I wouldn't expect it to be the close.
I would highly doubt it because
Close
they
counter
have
perks are rare.
yeah, it's
By that,
close counter is
we
like
almost
one of the
just-
rarest skills on like banners period because it's only on Takumi and the rest are seasonals.
Okay,
Mhm.
either way. Now I can talk about it. After your 40th summoning, choose a focus hero from that event to summon for free. Huge, absolutely huge.
If Nim likes
hear that,
Lily,
everybody?
that
Choose
means you like
Forest.
incest, as she's your sister in Fates.
I do like How did you know that? What? Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, you heard that, everybody. Choose Forest, the 4-star unit, as your free hero.
Oh God.
I'm also glad
Real
Force
no.
made it in because I've
Oh,
heard
same
people
here.
asking for.
I heard people asking
It-
for these units a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and
And you can actually see Forest stat and kit if you pause the video at the right time.
By the
Can we
way,
get in-
when I first saw Forest before playing Fates, I was just like, this is the cutest girl ever. And I was just like, Maribel's
Yeah, and then
Maribel's
you'll get
definitely the
betrayed.
mother here.
all right, can we get an F for Charlotte fans?
I was
She could
just
be the
like, this must be
GHB,
this
we
game's
don't know
Maribel.
who it
I don't know.
Yeah, but We gotta,
God, we still don't have normal Charlotte.
yeah, we have to put an F for those Charlotte fans because this is their chance and they just missed it because I said so.
Yep. Anyways, yeah, I'm glad Force Speed is in the game.
Yeah.
Very happy that we have. Do we have any other traps in the game?
Marth.
God. Shut up. That's not real.
In the other way.
Okay,
we have Bolt and Gravity.
But I would say we have a true trap now. So at least that. Anyways,
Yeah.
the actual important thing is the 40th summon on an event. Real quick, I just want to illustrate this. I'm not saying other games are better or whatnot, but this was in other games, so I'm very glad it's moved over to Fae. In Language 100 pulls gets you a guaranteed 4-star. Sorry, guaranteed 5-star. Guaranteed SSR. That's how they rank things in it. So the highest rarity hero. And additionally, if your rate doesn't get used up all in the same banner, it transfers over to the next one. So in other words, if you didn't hit 100, for example, if you went like 80 pulls into it and then you didn't hit 100, it doesn't just go wipe itself out. It goes into the next banner. So I don't know if Fae would ever do something like that, but if your pity doesn't end in one banner, transferring it over to another would be like such a huge thing. I'm not sure if it works in this game as all the same, but I'm just saying.
Yeah,
it's good to see that they at least paid attention to the fact that other games are doing guaranteed pulls after a certain amount of pulls. Fae never had that, and finally they did that. So
that is huge. I am very, very ecstatic about this because I go insane so much for one unit and I don't get that unit. Now I actually probably will, regardless.
And another thing was like when we pulled for banners, like I could have 200 orbs and pull for a banner, and I could come out of it with like none of the heroes I wanted.
Yep. Now
that can't happen. Now we can definitely pull with. Well, you calculated this, right? How many orbs was it for 40?
I think it was 135.
135 pulls.
Assuming you're efficient.
Orbs. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the absolute minimum for it.
So for the reasonable person, if you're not colorless screwed, you're fine.
If you snipe specifically, and
at least with this one.
Okay, so if you're not efficient and you want to snipe, and somehow you get so unlucky that you only get one per pool, you're gonna spend like 175 at the like absolute worst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So reasonably, you're not even gonna put, like for the average person spending 200 orbs on a good banner, you won't hit that point.
Yeah.
So now we're talking about a scenario where you should definitely, if you commit to a banner, it should really be for like 135 orbs or up, because you're guaranteed the hero you want, and you might get another pull on the way there.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
In fact, there's no reason not to go for it, you know?
Yeah, especially with the potential of these units being extremely meta. Like, could you imagine if Larcey was available during that time period?
Not just that though, but it's just like, hey, it's not just that, but it's just like your first merge means so much to you anyway. So even if you go snipe for a hero and you got them, it's like, why not just finish it? You know you're guaranteed another one if you finish that.
You can get your neutral you can get your merge, lose your bane, now you have a really good unit.
Yeah.
At the very least. Or in this case, you might get some really good fodder.
Well, basically, with this new feature, the absolute worst for a 5-star is now locked at like 200 orbs or less.
Yep. Focus specifically.
Focus specifically, yes.
Yeah.
And not even just focus, but the one you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's also true.
Okay, but because it was talked over and I never heard it, did they ever say what happens with IVs?
No.
No,
Okay,
they did
so
not.
I don't think they would ever imply that.
So my assumption is they didn't say anything. So my assumption is it's a real poll. So you have any chance at any of them.
It probably would be a real poll.
Because if it was neutral, they would just say it. Like there's be no reason not to say it.
Yeah, it'll probably be a real poll. Which
do they say it? Like for COL, like the initial COL thing?
I think
don't
they
think
say that they said it specifically for CYL, and they said it specifically for find and vote IVs or no IVs.
Yeah. They do say that. That's what I remember. So
I don't remember.
But it also
that.
might be specifically like when that event comes up, not just during this cursory deal.
Maybe.
Right.
That
Okay.
said,
Yeah.
I think you can tap Lilith here, so you would be able to actually preview the unit. That's the interesting part.
If you can preview it, that would mean that it's neutral.
More than likely. But
Yeah, so it's like-
can't say.
no, they would say it. I'm gonna wait. They would say
Yeah, I'm
like
gonna
that's
wait.
such
It
a
could be
simple thing to say. Why would you just not say it?
Because
Since
that's a
it-
technicality that probably doesn't need. They wouldn't say want to orate.
since they show the unit you're gonna get, I would say neutral. That's my assumption.
Yeah, because
it could
again,
be
you
wrong.
can tap on that golden profile and look at the unit directly.
Yeah, because they only do that in CYL.
Mhm.
So,
So,
I'm gonna go
I guess
on a
we'll see.
limb and say it's neutral.
I'm gonna go on the limb and say it's neutral, but we'll see.
Yeah, we will see.
I mean, if it's not, then that's a win and lose.
Hmm.
Yeah.
By the way.
Yeah.
I have to.
Uh,
I want to know if this feature also applies to seasonal banners. Because
I'm gonna
they
go. I'm
didn't
gonna
really say.
be reserved here and say no because it's a new heroes because they
Yeah.
distinguish those. But
Let's be
I'm gonna-
honest here. New Heroes banners had their issues because it was just like, why would you pull on New Heroes
why would you
banners anymore?
ever pull on those when the seasonals are? Well,
Just-
now you have your reason.
Seasonals were limited, and we know for a fact that they get reran at like legendaries and mythic banners, in which case the percentage
And
for
the
heroes is
6%.
much higher.
Yeah. I get
Okay.
the feeling that we're never gonna get another situation with Duo Ephraim again, just because of this.
Yeah, duo regular pool units are looking less and less likely.
Yeah.
Okay,
Which is not,
but I want to just mention like this is for the biggest thing. It's foddering. PBCo already mentioned it earlier, but if a new hero comes out and it's a fodder skill that would like really complete your hero, it's now not like treacherous to go pull for it. Like I was really upset with Close Call and Repel. I wasn't gonna go bother for them. Like super good skills I could put on my heroes, but I would never go for it.
Yep.
Now you can just spend 135 orbs and the minimum because you just go all in for it. I mean, you just complete all the circles and you get it. Or unless you want to snipe it and do even better. But you know.
And because you're going all in, you're probably going to get a lot of the 4-star unit focus. So you probably can actually get a pretty good head start on a merge project.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Right.
The unfortunate thing is about the speed reduction skills is that there's like 2 positions left, and it's
So-
lunge and drawback.
Well, lunge can be good.
Or drag. Is it drag back or yeah, it's
Drag
drag
back.
back. Yeah.
Drag
So-
back.
So those are the only 2 they could upgrade
Unless
to
they
speed reduction. I don't think that's how they're gonna do it.
Yeah, for now.
Yeah.
Okay,
There-
final thing. There's an official Facebook page where there
You
won't
can
be any
also
staff
check-
members manning it, so don't get your
Yay.
hopes up.
Yeah.
Don't get your hopes up.
Yeah.
If you wanted, you can also check out Forest to see what we're getting for the 3 4-star unit.
Okay.
Yes, the timestamp is 10 minutes and 39 seconds.
So wait, what about Forest?
You can see his stats and his
Stats
kit.
and his kit.
It's
Yes.
stats. It's stats.
Shush, this isn't Bremimond. Also, that's a lot of damage, Lilith.
Wait, you said 10:30, right?
10:39.
Oh, okay. Well, we're here now.
Yeah.
So what am I looking at?
You can check
Oh, beautiful,
He brings
beautiful
back-
being. Sorry, go ahead.
right before he initiates combat. You can see his stuff.
Ah, why is its voice actor by a woman called Max? That's weird.
Hmm.
Wait, right before?
Tired joke.
Right before he
Right.
initiates.
Yeah,
Right
right
before he
before.
actually initiates.
You sure it's a guy? I'm joking.
Yeah.
All right.
I feel like a certain Monty Python clip would be appropriate, right?
It's apparently it's Leo's VA, which is fitting.
Yeah, and I think that's isn't that Takumi's VA
Okay.
as well?
So 39 HP,
sorry.
40 attack, 26 speed, 19 defense, 40 res. Gotta keep in mind it's a fortress res. Wait, is this the hero that's?
Correct. So Fortress Res is now in the summoning pool.
Oh
and
shit.
Fortress Res is also going to be in the 3-star pool.
Oh
And
shit.
Resploy is moving down, which
Yes.
means that this is first of all the first time Resploy is free to play somehow, and the first ploy that's getting into the.
Oh
as a priest.
shit. Everyone
Oh,
can get a
God,
trap
right.
now very easily.
Mm-hmm. And you
Yeah.
don't have to kill your Kemps anymore.
And I guess this is
Yeah.
another healer cav. Well,
Which-
not the best one, that's for sure.
Again, not a lot of
Oh,
heroes.
yeah.
Dude's got 35 base res. He's basically Mercedes with that speed on a horse.
I have a feeling we're gonna see a
Yeah.
lot of +10 forests.
Mm-hmm. That's for
That stat line is not that good, though.
Yeah, that's abysmal
It's a-
for. a
I don't
horse
think
cav.
these people are gonna
That one.
care. Mad Crash.
Yeah,
I
think they're
don't
gonna-
care. I'm not making offensive calf healers.
Either way, even for defensive,
He's
isn't
got 39
Na-
res and 35 res and 39 HP. That's not bad for me.
Isn't Nana's distribution better though?
Nana
yeah,
has
100%.
speed and
Basi-
no
okay.
HP.
Yeah, but does
Basically-
Nana have a penis? No.
Get
Okay, so
Nana has what now? So that's 28, 27, 26.
Am I thinking of somebody
9
else?
less res than Forest and 3 less HP. 2 more defense, way more speed. We're talking like 10, 12 more speed, but less attack. Really, Nana is just better in speed and otherwise almost worse.
okay, so in terms of healer calves like this with this stat distribution, jeez, they basically have no use besides being healers.
Well, yeah,
Yeah, that's basically
fine.
it. Yeah, that's fine. I'm just saying, like, I
It's
see
really
people.
the only thing.
Yeah, I see people saying, "Oh, Cavline," but no, this is terrible for Cavline.
Not
no,
like
you
it's-
still
it's
just
just-
use Veronica if you're going to Cavline it. Because
Yeah.
Wait,
Forest
but
is going to.
But it has panic.
Yeah, but
Okay.
this is like
Base
no
can-
speed and no attack.
The attack's fine.
No, I've
It's
seen
enough. 20
no attack
I mean,
no attack
okay, not
healers
no
in
attack.
Cavlines. Like they just
That's
want to
31
debuff
base
you.
attack. That's not terrible for a healer.
No, it's also just sometimes it doesn't matter.
It doesn't. I personally don't care. That res bulk is more than enough to at least give me some sort of service in case I have to accidentally put Forest on a mage's front. As a plus 10 project, I mean,
I want to see the herd art,
I would use any of the.
but it's not.
right?
Yeah, it's obviously not out.
We have to wait for it.
Yeah, we don't even have the banner
Right.
trailer yet.
Okay,
So
but is that
his-
everything? Did we go over everything?
Pretty
well,
sure.
I'm gonna figure out what his actual stat total is real quick.
It should be the normal. Which I don't think there's been a healer cap since the BST bump. So Forest should have more BST than average.
His base stat total is 150.
Guys,
That's
would you
bad.
not agree that Forest is the cutest one on this banner?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Rinka's Rinka's the most shredded one of the banner. What the
Ringo's
fuck
one of
is
the most shredded
that?
units in Heroes.
No, no, Nems.
Rika-
Clearly, Forest is also shredded. Clearly.
Oh yeah, Forest is definitely shredded.
Rinka is the most shredded woman in Heroes, putting even Echidna and Altina to shame on that front.
Oh shit, you're right.
Hawkeye is going to be sweating bullets because of how many abs she has.
Yeah, I mean, granted, you can see Altina's abs through her clothes.
She will shred
Rinka
people
doesn't
with her
bother
abs.
with it.
Rika doesn't even bother with that.
She has
Yeah.
abs on her abs.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and then with Echidna, okay, she's got biceps, but so does Rinka.
All
I had
right.
to think about her name for a moment. I don't care for Fates all that much.
I can imagine Ringa fans are like
Oh,
very happy with
They
this.
are very happy. I know we have one person in particular. It's probably 120% all over this.
Tempest has just made a funny comment about Rinka. She
What?
has abs on her eyes.
I saw another one that said she has painted abs.
Oh, snap.
All right, real quick. I think that's everything in the Faye channel. We've gone over absolutely everything. I'll put this up later on so everyone can see it if you missed anything. But the big thing is, I'm gonna announce the thing that happened to our Discord again, just to let everyone know what's going on because I'm not sure if everyone's aware of it. But basically, today we had various mishaps that led to about 1,700 members of our Discord getting booted out. So real quick, if you found yourself not in our Discord, it's discord.gg/nimdim. Actually, we can just write it in now. Well, someone else can write it in. But essentially, yeah, one of our members pruned and booted out 1,700 other members that were inactive for a day. So a lot of people involved in our Discord or that were just gone for a day could have been gone. So just to let you guys know. There are a lot of other things that happened to it. I explained in detail at the start of the stream, so I'm not going to explain it in very big detail now. But if you ever need a place for to talk Fire Emblem Heroes in or other gacha games or anything really, because we have lobby for stuff like that. For hanging out, and obviously we do things in our Discord server like Nimdom Top 10, movie night and stuff are coming back as well. We also do game night, for example. But yeah, it's just a great community. We were headed towards 5,000 members, and now we're under 3,000 members. So if it sounds like a place you want to check out, discord.gg, Nimdom. Don't joy, they don't have a 7DS channel. Wow.
Alright, I kind of forgot to mention this, but this would definitely apply to CYL. I am sure of it, the summoning change. So, if you save enough orbs, you could essentially get 2 CYL picks.
Oh, that is a really
I
good
hadn't even
point.
thought about that.
Yeah.
So if you don't get, so you can actually 2 of the CYL units have half the banner for no real risk. That's actually amazing.
Yeah.
Hold
Or
up,
can
you guys
get
are
2
saying
of the same
Xander
unit.
won?
Yeah, Xander won.
How is
I'm
that
sorry.
possible?
Spring is here.
Sorry, I'm gonna skip through this real quick. Wait, how? People didn't even like him, but he was like, when we were polling for him originally, you remember the comments? It was like, he has no attack. Like, nobody wanted him.
Veronica won too.
No, don't tell me that.
Alright.
3387.
You know,
Yeah,
it's an
there's no
achievement when, even back in the day, people were saying, you don't have attack.
Yeah, no.
Oh god.
Even worse now.
Yeah, Summer League tier. That's not a tier you want to be in.
Cadria lost, yeah. They were swapping bonuses. It was really close, but somebody
Oh my
has to
god,
lose it.
his attack really is just abysmal.
Yeah, no,
Tempest.
it didn't make sense back in the day, and it definitely doesn't make sense nowadays.
Tempest, you're wrong. Not all the White Wings died. We still have Pal and Narshan.
Narshan won too?
Yeah.
Bruh. Okay, I don't know
Hey,
what's going on no more.
Okay, Narshan has color advantage over Idun.
I'm pretty sure the real dude would beat his butt. Ugh. It's probably it's Faye's fault, I would say that.
To be fair, Narshan does have Guild Fort, which is probably the best lance we've gotten in a while.
Probably?
They're definitely my bad.
My only issue with it is that it's a seasonal limited one.
Yeah, that's probably the only problem with it. The only issue.
This is the best voting gauntlet ever, he says. Okay.
With utter certainty.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you think this is one of the better Fate channels? I think it's
Yes.
one of the better Fate channels in the past 6 months, I would say.
Oh,
Consider it
absolutely.
done.
On the way.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I'm surprised they actually did something to the seasonal pool that was, or not seasonal, something cool that was
Your orders?
actually good.
Well, they do this every year, though.
Yeah, but like this was significant more than anything else.
Yeah.
Because the last change they made to the summoning pool was snapping every Gen 1 unit out of it.
Oh, true. Yeah, that was especially bad.
Yeah.
So this is the first beneficial change.
Oh yeah, they didn't snap the second units, did they? Like, curious.
You have
Yeah,
my
she
trust.
Let us sing.
Shiro,
Consider
Sigbert,
it done.
and Rajat all need to demote though. They
Uh,
have zero.
Let's give them at least Shiro and Sigbert refines, and it should be okay. Because book 2 units have gone pretty good refine so far.
Oh yeah.
Either way, Rajat,
Oh.
Shiro, and Sigbert, as they are now, have zero place in
With
the
utter
5-star pool.
certainty.
Now
Yes.
I'm now I kind of want to cry because you mentioned Sigbert. That means you could still pity break me. No.
Of course.
Yeah.
Oh
Send
no.
me.
Damn it.
You
Sigurt's
have
my
my
demon,
trust.
man. He
So
keeps
let go.
following me. I have a +5 version of him.
Do you have a
Even
+5 Sigbert?
He could have been +7, but I
Consider
killed
it
2 for
done.
attack
Your
tactic. He
orders?
keeps following me
You killed him for attack tactic?
twice, and he keeps coming.
Dude, you just accept it and make your +10 Sigbert.
No. I don't like Sigbert or Shiro. They're both annoying idiots.
Okay, bruh.
the most.
I mean, for both of them, one of their tap quotes on the map is just, "I am." They say their name. It's like, okay.
Minecraft, that's for like that's
my
that's for
trust.
most Faith's children.
This world.
Yeah, most Faith's children had to deal with a lot of issues, so they just like saying their names.
With utter certainty.
How much for an eye review, Cax?
Which, hey, this is kind of
Send me
banner if you're thinking about it.
your orders.
Yeah,
Let
8
us
R
see.
reviews. I want to do that sometime
Yes.
too.
yeah.
That's one of the new series I want to focus on making, because I feel like there are a lot of like teams out there that we aren't making, because we haven't seen like. Again, I've mentioned this about Cavline. I think Cavlines was so stupid because everyone copy and pasted it. I'm pretty sure there are
have
other
my
things that you could be
trust.
doing if it was as like widely viewable for everyone.
Yes.
So I want to do that sometime.
I'm gonna be honest, Nims.
Uh-huh.
When it comes to AR mock battles, this is basically just when I stream. That's basically all I do. Just AR mock battles because it's actually really fun.
They are.
Yeah, because you could do whatever, honestly, if someone else is testing it for you. Because you can make theme teams, you can make puzzle maps, you could do so much with mock battles. It's probably like one of the best things they've added to the
Mock
game.
battle has been so like I use that as my testing ground now. If I have to check anything, I will use the mock battle because it is so helpful. Like
They should bring back the quests that actually incentivized you to do mock battles.
those are just weird.
Sure, they were weird, but okay.
Thanks for
You get
subscribing,
to
Afro
test
Dance
some
Man.
random. You get to
Oh,
test
wait.
some random shit out.
Wait.
What?
Macrosh. What if they
What?
what if they made those quests, but also added ether stones?
Ether stones used to be the rewards for friend mock battles.
Yeah, so just make that actually could fix the issues with
Yeah,
resource issues. Yeah. Well, kind of, but you know,
it would be a step.
it would be a step for sure.
I forgot to respond to that. I don't know. Personally, ether raids for me hasn't been like the most fun thing. Mostly because I don't have it in my heart to kill off like really good heroes for their skills.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Otherwise, I would have done ground orders Azura and ruined
Yeah.
lives.
See, like I still have issues killing off my Nyla, even though now I have 2. I just like her a lot from playing both Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn. So
So
I've killed-
lucky I haven't played those games. Otherwise, I would have so much bias.
yeah.
I've killed 3, and all of them were good IVs, so each one kind of hurt to kill. But it wasn't. I kind of got past it somehow.
Somehow.
Oh my god.
I mean,
Mhm.
this is one of the greatest sins, but one went to Laszlo.
Well, yeah, but I figured that.
Yeah.
With you.
Oh, good
I-
vanilla.
got
I
both.
killed
You
a
have
Surtur.
Cam?
No.
I killed a Surtur for Selena before, so I can't really judge on that one.
I killed Surtur for Olivia.
Not surprised.
Yeah, that's.
Oh
probably
yeah,
the-
that's that stupidly maxed out defense build you showed me before.
Boy, I can't wait for a resplendent for ha ha ha.
Jazel just wanted me to say hi, so hello, Jazel.
Hi, Jazo. How are you doing, Nims? Not the best. Today was a shitty day. I didn't really even want to stream, but like I didn't have a choice. So
Ugh.
a lot of people in our Discord has been dealing with the after effects of one immature, dumb kid who was somehow got the powers to do the dumb things and decided to do the dumb things and boot 1,700 people. And the worst part is when I talk to him about it, he just says he could do it, so he did it. And then he says he knows what this would do to us. So like, do you really know it? Because if you do, then that's even worse. So.
A fool, a child, and a coward.
Yep.
That sounds like that sounds like psychopathic tendencies, honestly. A little bit.
A lot of kids nowadays have that issue. They're just like a lot of things that when I was growing up in the 90s, I know that probably sounds really old, but like you still just treated people better. Because nowadays people are growing up like most of their friends, there are people out there, most of their friends are over the internet, right? So it's not quite the same as like having tons of friends offline physically, right? Because
Yeah.
you could see when you make someone upset, they're upset. You can see when you hurt someone, they're hurt. You can see like what happens to people when you're a douchebag. So I don't know. I don't even want to overthink it with him, but like, yeah, that happened. So we deal with it.
No, I definitely get it. Like, I'm of this age, so a lot of people have issues, kind of, because now with like the internet so prevalent in the lives of many people, can't really separate reality from online anymore. They struggle to really comprehend what the hell is going on.
I mean, that's a part of it, but it's also the fact that because of just how deeply integrated we are with electronics and everything else like that, parents aren't actually instilling proper senses of discipline into children anymore either. As a general whole.
I mean, I don't
It's
know
okay
I
if
can
he
comment on
told
it too
you.
much.
You should be telling us, unless you truly want to protect him for some reason. Because his rationale for us was that he did it because he could. Like, he wasted so many people's time. Robin's account is disabled over it. Like, a lot of people went through a lot just because he felt like doing it. At least that's what it is to us. But you're saying you don't really understand what he meant. Huh.
No, I fully understand exactly what somebody means when they say they did something because they could.
Yeah.
It means that they're an impulsive idiot with a lack of self-control.
They're just they just like have a power trip or something.
Exactly.
Like, despite what people joke around with me, like, despite all my quirks, I would never do something like that. Like, I always consider the other person whenever I do something. When I call it quits on a person, I call it quits, period, because I'm at the end of the line with someone. Like, I would never, ever do something remotely close to this to, like, damage or hurt people. Ever. Like, with as many quirks as I have as a human being. It's not like I'm bragging about myself. It's just that, goddamn, just be considerate to people. It's not that hard. People are people. Like, they deserve some respect. It's another person. But for some people, like, people aren't people. Like, that doesn't even sound like it makes any sense, but they don't treat them like people. Like, they're not real to them. It's stupid.
Narcissistic tendencies.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go into a slight humor tangent, but it's still related. Have you heard of Penny Arcade's GIFT?
No.
It's an acronym.
No, what is
GIFT
that?
stands for Greater Internet Fuckwad Theory.
What's that?
Internet plus anonymization. Internet plus anonymity equals total fuckwad.
That honestly sounds about right.
I didn't even
But
know.
it kind of depends on the environment, I suppose. Back to like the parent thing, because I wanted to like say something. I can't exactly like say anything about it. I don't think most people should, because you can't really tell what's going on in parents' lives. It's like what a parent does until like you actually know them.
Mm-hmm.
So like people just skirt the blame on parent for no real reason, because
Oh yeah, they always say, "Oh, it's bad parenting."
bad parenting.
God
like,
damn, that's so
I
stupid.
just
Yeah.
I saw people in the chat say that just now, but like we don't know the person. We don't know the person's parents. Like, why are you skirting the blame on them? They're people too.
I'll just be frank. Like, I took psychology, I took philosophy, I took criminology, like all those things for fun during university. The reality is, while people always want to say like nurture over nature, like the way they're taught and stuff, some people are just born and they're just fucked up.
Yeah.
Their parents have nothing to do with it. Like, they could try their best, and sometimes it just doesn't click right, and then that's what happens.
It's both, really.
Yeah.
It's not just a nature versus nurture entirely.
Right, but you're right. Like, if you nurture them
both.
correctly, a lot of times they don't end up in these scenarios. But still, even there are
there's
tons of
exceptions, of
scenarios
course.
in history where kids raised properly, everything seems proper, but they still snap and go on these rampages.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think there was an example that I read in like economic book for high school. It was an example at the end where it's like one person had like a very good life all around. Their family was wealthy. They went to like Harvard or something, but they committed like an atrocious act. While the other one had like a pretty terrible life overall. They went to crime, but they got their life together and just ended up with a good job and a family and lived happily. So I don't know. It's just like there's so many things, so many factors. I guess the debate's more like which side is more important, but I feel like both are just as vital.
Yeah, definitely. If you want the least chance of something going wrong, you have to do
Dreams are born.
I think I need to understand what he said before I tell you what he said. I'm not trying to protect him. I just don't want to misinterpret what he said and make things worse.
Lovely.
I don't really understand what is there to misinterpret. Like, he did
It's
this.
a little bit too late for that.
He did
A little
this.
bit too
If you
late.
want a funny example of that and something to light up the mood, just search for Good Omens, either book or series, and that's exactly what you're talking, guys.
Good Omens. I've never heard of that. But I guess I'll look it up sometime.
To the hot spring.
But yeah.
How's the water?
Yeah, I mean, again, like, nobody asked for this. We didn't even have any, like, knowledge of it. And I'll just be frank. Him doing it is very, very bad. Yes, but the other person involved giving him the power for all this, they decided to go and disappear instead of trying to write anything. I don't get it. I don't.
Just completely dip out because
Ready.
people don't want to face
Pleasant
responsibility
dreams.
and take accountability for their own actions.
That I don't get it. Like, for me, guys, if you're sorry, if you made a mistake, it's just, it should be simple. It should be part of human nature. You fucked up. Let's see what we can do to make things right. Not you fucked up.
So Nin was born
Time to
liking
dip.
lollies?
What
Makes
the heck?
sense.
Sorry, was born liking lollies makes sense. No.
How's the water?
I'm just saying. With
Onward.
So what you're
everything,
s-
with everything
To the hot
together, like
spring.
I'm not that kind of. I can never do that. It's just-
Lovely.
I don't know. I thought it was human nature. You make a mistake, it's time to make it right. But
Hmm.
no, it's not.
Are you
All
well?
right, so I'm gonna lighten the mood a little bit. Back to that comment. So what you're telling me then is that you grew to love lollies?
How's the water?
I don't even know. Like, for me, I just thought they were cute. And then I liked them, cause that's cute. Like, I don't know. It's just like
So
dogs
you-
are cute, I guess. But I don't know. I never thought much about it. It's just, I know there's like a stigma around it, but most people would say like, oh yeah, definitely no, I can't like them, cause you know, it's supposed to be wrong. But like, what the fuck?
To the
So
hot spring.
we're leaning more towards the nature thing.
Huh?
Good morning.
That's what I'm understanding.
Good
Okay.
dreams are born.
I just realized that person has the
Lovely.
duo's hindrance structure on their map without using an
A dual
actual
hero. Yeah, it doesn't
duo
work.
unit.
This
Yeah.
person either doesn't get it,
How's the
or
water?
no, they just don't get it.
I think you have to break the panic manner or just move one space.
Yeah, I'm
over
just worried about
and-
Erica, but I actually don't even
To
think
the
it
hot
matters too much.
spring.
Yeah, she can't really move.
She's not getting anywhere. Well, it's a people.
She's gonna restore Nino or not. Well, not Niles.
Oh
Nino.
shit, it was Nino. I could have gotten her out of there. I stopped paying
Yeah.
attention. Wait, that doesn't matter. That's not enough damage. I mean, that's not enough health.
No
Yeah,
thank
Nino's
you.
not tanky. Not
Nino is very frail.
definitively.
Well, guys, again, you guys might look at it as just like members in a Discord, but as somebody who's a content creator, that hurts me a lot. That's outside of the people involved directly, of course.
How's
But
the
like, as a
water?
content creator, you can't really just like.
Lovely. How's the water? To
I don't
the
know. I
hot
don't know how to
spring.
explain this. Well, no, I do know how to explain this. Like, as a content creator, that stuff. So, for example, if Discord wanted to give out free merch, they wouldn't just give it to everybody. They don't do that very often anymore. They would go for their Discords with like higher populations or however they're ran or however they do it. Well, we just lost 1,700 members, so that's going to put us further down for anything like that. Obviously, in terms of like recruiting for a Discord, people want to join big Discords. 1,700 members gone is big. We were heading into the milestone of 5,000. Another big thing. I'm aware he knew I'm aware he knew what he was doing, but it doesn't justify any of it.
There's also the fact of reputation, which is yikes.
It's just he was here for over 2 years, and I guess it just didn't matter to him at all. Like, again, I considered him a friend at one point.
Yes, Father.
So,
Maybe this
why?
way. Pleasant dreams.
The 1,700 people can come back. The staff is working to fix it. No, we can't, because we have a really good bot that logs all the names of people that are booted,
Lovely.
right? And the thinking here is like, oh yeah, you know, totally,
How's the water?
we could fix this. Problem is that's not the case, because we had Robin like message everybody who got booted, and then he got his account disabled because Discord just views it as spamming.
To the hot spring.
So now we had to deal with more stuff as a result. Like it's bad.
Lovely.
Yeah, the unfortunate thing is it was just such a large quantity of people.
Yeah. And I don't think he even realizes, like, what are we supposed to do? Nothing? Yeah, and before you say, we don't, like, he had his reasons, like, well, there are no reasons that are acceptable.
Yes. A prayer of solace.
Yeah, like what happened to Kyoma's account last year. Yeah, Kyoma actually lost his account, even though he paid, like, this. Sometimes Discord staff, they just don't understand, or they don't want to spend the time to understand. So it could get bad.
Yes, Father.
Yeah, Discord staff doesn't have the best track record. Does not have the best track record.
And real quick, I did ask Discord staff to help out here, and they said they couldn't do anything.
How's
So
the water?
Well, that sounds about right.
yeah.
At least they said something already.
I guess there's that.
Ready. Good dreams are
Oh
born.
man. So if there's one thing to take away from everything, it's just like,
Lovely.
it's so weird to say this, but like,
Yes.
just be a decent person, people. Like, I know most of you guys are, but I'm just saying, like, he was a viewer of mine. He was here in our Discord for over 2 years.
To the hot spring.
But apparently, like, you know, it didn't matter. Just being a decent person, just giving giving care and thought to everybody. It shouldn't be a hard thing.
Oh, jeez.
How's the water?
Real quick, they didn't just boot everybody. The other thing that they did was absolutely disgusting.
To the hot
They
spring.
changed the staff role name to the N-word. So,
Oh,
How's the water?
I guess he
Yeah,
thought that
no.
was funny.
Did you hear about Cypher?
Let's go.
It's real funny that all staff are the N-word.
Death's
No,
caress.
I don't really like want to overthink this.
This
There's
way,
nothing to
Melina.
think about. He was just an
Nothing,
immature kid.
Father.
Ha!
A reckless, impulsive idiot, as I've said before.
Yeah, I don't even mention that part because this, like, that's purely immature. But the 1,700 member thing, like, changing staff to the N-word. Oh, by the way, he deleted the staff role, which after he changed it to the N-word, didn't he? So we had to like restaff everybody. Whatever, he caused a bunch of issues. It's stupid.
I don't remember if he deleted it or if somebody else that was actually in the mod team did, just as a quick thing to, all right, get that out of sight. We'll fix it after this is all addressed.
Yeah. I have to sign because it's so fucking stupid to me. This stuff bothers me because, again, consider him a friend. And consider the mod involved a friend. I consider tons of people a friend. And every single friggin' time it feels like it was one-sided. I'm just entertainment to them. Like, yeah. No, it's hard because I deal with like people stop watching all the time, right? I deal with people going all the time. It's like you're supposed to get used to it, but like there are people that I legitimately miss. And oh my goodness, the worst part is with some of the things that have happened, when you do tell them you miss them, right? I have been told by the past I'm just trying to manipulate them. Like, dealing with people in the past 6 months has been absolute shit for me. Like, I'm sure not everyone's like that. I don't even want to think like that. But just, I've dealt with so many shitty people. It's just mind-boggling to me. Like, yeah, am I just too stupid to realize this or something? Like, I don't want to just view everyone with like second thoughts or anything. Like, I want to believe that people are genuinely good, but I keep getting shown otherwise.
No, I can definitely relate to that for sure.
Yeah.
I kind of want to lighten the mood, but
Oh yeah, go ahead.
it's a
Sorry,
little-
I'm not trying to make the mood bad.
No.
This stuff happened today. It's
No,
stuck on my
it's
chest.
more of a messed up joke on my part because
sorry,
in the
go
middle of that I thought of a really like a meme this fits into.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Oh, give me a second because I gotta memorize the.
You have to memorize the lines. Okay. Did you hear about the cipher? What about the cipher?
Oh,
Cypher's
Cypher's
over.
ended. Cypher's over. Fire Emblem Cypher is now canceled.
Wait.
Yeah.
Last expansion's on October.
Why? I thought that thing was popular in Japan.
Only in Japan.
Only in
and
Japan.
Not even,
Well, no,
like,
of course, because they
extensively
didn't
popular.
put it anywhere else.
Yeah. It wasn't even like the biggest thing. That's
Like,
it just-
I
it
love
probably
Cypher.
wasn't economic.
Casual
to keep
lurker,
hiring
but
the
sorry
artists
for
and
your
getting the
struggles.
cards.
Hope they get sorted out.
Like the actual official reason given for Cypher being discontinued is because they feel like Faye will give people enough
Is that actually official?
about Fire Emblem.
Oh god. no.
Well, that's
Is that
what I've
official?
heard. That's
I
what
mean,
I've
I wouldn't be
heard.
surprised because, admittedly, they do give a lot more characterization to older characters.
Okay,
So,
sorry.
they-
Thanks. Sorry, I just want to thank you for the donation, Celtex. Hope everything gets sorted out. Yeah, I hope so too. Thank you so much. It's a big donation. If you guys don't know, like all donations are going towards the graphics card because your stream has been crashing so often. But yeah, thank you so much. As for what you were saying, Legion, I disagree with like
It begins.
Faye giving everybody all the Fire Emblem they need. Like,
No, I wasn't saying that. I'm just saying a lot of characterization to the individual unit. That said, of course, Cypher has a lot more history with older characters.
Yeah.
So, like, there's a lot of characters in Cypher that aren't in... But not a lot of characters either way around.
For me, it seems like due to the recent events, plus card games kind of going on the decline.
oh, true, yeah.
Yeah, TCG, like, the big guys are pretty much taking everything at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not really profitable or really sustainable to keep going.
Like, those
basically.
cards are actually pretty good quality from what I've seen.
Yeah,
And the art's really
they're
good.
amazing, honestly. But
Like, every card is full art, and yeah, no, it probably wasn't economic to fully continue that at the FA.
Yeah.
I don't know. I heard of people buying the Cypher card packs. They were pretty expensive.
They are expensive. I think that the individual card goes for like $5 in some cases from what I've seen.
Yeah, so what?
Yeah, that's
People
nothing
aren't
on.
always buying
That's
them.
nothing. That's nothing on Magic.
Oh, no,
though.
that's nothing compared to
Oh,
what
yeah,
cards
no,
can go for, but for the individual, I'm talking like average, like regular
Oh, yeah, yeah.
card.
Yeah, I hear you.
Like in the Pokemon trading card game, they're only 75 cents. a
What?
buck.
FB Expo got canceled as well? Oh my god. Guys, please.
That part was probably just a virus.
Yeah, no, I know
that's-
it's a
that's
virus,
kinda
but
obvious.
like, come on, the bad news just keeps rolling.
Yeah, the bad news is incessant.
Welcome to 2020.
2020.
If you divide 2020 by 5, you get 404.
2020.
Oh, as in
not
like
bad.
the error code. Sure.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
working
sure
on a
things will get
copy
better,
bus.
guys. I'm not like into hoping for the worst or believing in the worst. It's just it's taking a while and my patience is running out.
Ugh.
Feels bad, man.
Oh, thank you, Acid Disc. Thank you so much. Appreciate a big donation. Big donation.
Wow.
There are so many feel bad moments this year so far. I just
Yeah.
I
This
don't
year
get it.
suck it.
Yeah.
This year sucks so much.
Like, I know it's bad, like, on the COVID-19 front. Well, I follow the statistics, so I really know it's bad. But, like, I literally got an email from, like, my student loans holder, and they're like, yeah, don't worry about your student loans until September next year. Like, this year, September, like, 5 months from now. Because they've realized what's going on. And in terms of unemployment insurance, they've doubled the benefits, like, so length of benefits in Canada.
Over 6 million people in the U.S. have filed for unemployment.
Yep.
Just because of this.
Yep, it's just like everyone's lives are. Why did 2020 start out like this again? It's just like
I don't know.
2 days in, we were already talking about World War 3. I don't think this year was.
By the way, if the year ends off with World War 3, oh my god. Oh man. Yeah, no, I don't think that'll happen. But I'm like, at this point, can't even just say it won't happen.
The apocalypse could happen tomorrow, and I wouldn't even.
Yeah, I wouldn't even blink. I'm just like, yeah, it was expected.
Yeah, this is expected result.
Hey, some good news is that Faye getting some cool stuff coming, like new CYL. New CYL.
New CYL in how many months?
Yeah, it's a lot. It's gonna be a lot longer before it comes.
That's still a full quarter away.
But in the scope of this Fate channel, yeah.
I am looking forward to seeing what Edelgard has for her Brave version.
Yeah. And again, if it is a new year, getting 2 of the CYLs for basically free, that's pretty much.
My blood
Somebody in
boils.
YouTube commented 2020 so far. World War III, coronavirus, China blaming US for the virus, and worst of all, Fate Pass.
Did China really? I can't tell because
Yes.
last time I heard
Yes.
Canadian agents
Yes.
started the coronavirus, and I'm just like, I read up on that, and I was just like, no, we didn't. That was just a falsified article.
Yes.
I don't know
There's a
anything
lot of
anymore.
falsified articles going around.
China is outright blaming the US for causing the coronavirus.
That's just dumb.
I'll have
Spreading
to
it,
like read
yes.
official dialogue on that, but I don't even think Chinese people would believe that. That's so preposterous.
I don't think they believe a lot of it.
Alright.
Yeah, China is pretty.
Hooray!
Yeah, no, I don't believe that the people would fully believe it. But they,
Like, yeah, the people are already upset about the doctor cover-up thing, so I highly doubt it.
January started with World War 3.
No,
February
January
was...
started with the death of Kobe Bryant, so...
January?
Wait,
I said January.
January, yeah.
Tempest.
That was on January.
That was February then?
I believe. No, wait. Let me check. I think that was March. I think I'm not entirely sure. I haven't.
Wait, was it March?
Either way, Tempest, I want to point out to
Oh, that was
him
January,
that
like late January. Okay,
Yeah!
that was wrong. My
What
bad.
the heck?
I said started. I said started with World War 3 though.
Okay.
I want to point out that the US has more reported case of coronavirus than China right now.
Yes, I suppose.
Yeah, but then you're also the one who's saying China's not reporting their cases anymore.
I think they're lying about it because, well, they've lied from the beginning. Why would they change?
Because they had to come clean for the World Health Organization at one point.
Except they still haven't.
Wait, what are they hiding?
Goddess bless
What
my
now?
steps.
It's just the overall kind of thing going on is just that the World Health Organization
Yes, I
is
suppose.
just it's gone along with everything that China has put out.
But why would they do that?
The World Health Organization or China?
World Health Organization.
Because the director of the World Health Organization has beliefs in line with China's Communist Party.
That's a bit too much for me. I'm sorry, Matt Crash.
Yeah.
That's a neutral.
okay.
That's a neutral organization.
Ostensibly, it is.
Okay.
Yes, I suppose.
All right, man. I mean, this will eventually get cleared up, I suppose. But
Yeah.
Yes.
it's a bit
I don't know
much
if
for
you
me.
I don't know if you guys heard, but China's preparing for a second wave of coronavirus.
Oh no, they believe it. They should believe it. People shouldn't. By the way, if it stabilizes for a while, you shouldn't just believe it's done for.
Oh no, not even close.
Yeah. Even in the U.S., expected for until August at the best, and that's like assuming a lot.
All will burn.
Great.
Yes, I suppose.
Yeah. And by the way, again,
Solicitations. What now?
just stay safe, guys. We say this every single week now, at least,
Goddess bless my steps.
if not more frequently. But yeah, it's been a very messy time for everybody. So, just resist your urges. Be sure to clean your hands, wash your hands, and wash your hands long enough. I can still go to a dollar store, generally, if I'm careful. By the way, I haven't gone out to stores, but I've like watched videos of people trying to shop nowadays. Is that really the case still? Like they're just all empty?
No, they've been controlling it a lot.
Yeah,
better.
because it seems like a bit too much if it's still empty. Yes? No, I don't
It
think
depends.
so.
It really depends on
I think
the
it depends
area.
on area then, yeah. As someone who works there, it's still pretty bad. Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but be sure to stay safe, guys. Like, as-
Ready, Serena?
Here we go.
man.
Alright, here's my messed up copy pasta.
Okay, go ahead.
The announcements of Discord are pinging. No man can be trusted. What happened to Nimius?
What?
I booted 17,000 users. Build a Nimdom, trust nobody. Find heroes, only on Twitch.
Wait. Where did this?
Where'd this come from?
I thought, like, in the middle of your, like, whole trust spiel, I kind of thought about that. I was trying to hold back
What
my
the
laughter.
fuck?
My humor's slightly messed up if you didn't.
Yeah, no kidding. I was like heartbroken over everything going on. You're like, I
I'm
just thought of a
sorry.
hilarious joke. I wish I could see it right now, but I'll hold back my laughter. Oh my god. Okay, great. You did it.
Sorry. It's just, my humor comes up in the worst of situations. That's how I cope.
Okay. Fair enough. Everyone copes differently.
Better to cope with humor than by going on a destructive rampage.
Yes.
Yes, I suppose.
Let's be on our way.
Are you still laughing?
No, someone said I'd be at a funeral.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Goddess bless my steps.
Clowns, all of you.
Alright. Anyways. Is that everything? I don't think I'm missing anything.
Still haven't reviewed. Have you reviewed my unit yet?
Oh, we're gonna do that tomorrow.
God.
By the way, straight up, I really apologize for it, but you guys know everything that's been going on right now, and obviously, I wasn't gonna be in the mood for it. But yeah, we were supposed to do hero views today. For the April Fool's edition, actually it was supposed to be done yesterday, but I had a deadline to meet, and yeah. So yeah. Jeez.
I'm keeping my unit. I'm with this build until that happens.
Okay.
Same here.
Even if it hurts me.
Same here.
So
speaking.
Sorry, go ahead.
All right. Speaking of hero reviews, Hall of Forms for the units that you built up during that event, we're still taking the submissions in for that, and then the submission period for that will close at noon Eastern time on Saturday.
Okay. Yeah, be sure to screenshot it in Hall of Forms because. Oh wait, is it gone? It's gone now.
Well, I mean, I guess you could kind of use a unit builder for this because you can't really get the merges anymore.
No, that's
Well,
the reason we
can't
don't
get the
want the
merges.
unit merger is because you could fake that, and I don't want that.
You
Yeah.
can fake that pretty easily.
Nims, would you mind demonstrating how you can actually still get to the units from Hall of Forms?
Wait, seriously,
you
you still
can't.
can?
Wait, you can? You can?
You can still view them. So go to the Hall of Forms event, click on it. That
Okay.
top row where your units are, if you click on that
Oh,
top, on the
shit.
units
Oh.
on the top row, it still shows.
Shoot, how did I not notice that?
I didn't know that.
So to be able to get your screenshots of your units from Hall of Forms, just
Whoops.
follow those steps, and then you can submit them.
I completely
didn't-
forgot that those were still
I
there.
didn't know
I thought
that.
those were my regular units.
No, these aren't my regular units. I remember this Finn, this legendary Silver Lance reposition Finn.
He was only good for reposition. That's it.
That's all he did.
He was my best unit because he repelled.
I had no other hero repositions. Like, you guys wouldn't let me have it. All I have is pivot on, like, pivot and rally attack defense plus. I only had one hero reposition.
But yeah, to actually get to your units that you actually got, and not the Forma Souls, because I've seen a lot of those in the submission and the channel for submissions as well. Just go to here, tap on the units at the top of the screen that you see right here, and then get the screenshot from that, post it in the Discord channel. It's labeled Hall of Forms. Just to make things a bit clear, 2 units per community member, and then we'll be doing the top 5 of each unit.
All right, perfect.
I'm glad I got a chance to plug that.
Yeah.
And hey, I got to teach you something new.
Yeah, I didn't even know. Alright guys, I'm gonna call a stream there. I mean, there's more we could do, but honestly, I just want to like worry about and do other things right now.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's stream will be on time. I said that yesterday, but I literally woke up today and everyone was like, hey Nims, you should look at this, and I was trying to figure it out. And afterwards it was just pretty upsetting, like why it even happened. But yeah, tomorrow, I don't really think there should be anything tomorrow. Should be fine tomorrow to do 6 p.m. Eastern Time hero reviews. At
I
least
should
that's
be
my hope.
too, because I have nothing.
Also, guys, sorry, Valren just reminded me of this. Also, what the fuck is Forma Souls? I just recently redownloaded the game from my boy Brammy. Forma Souls is just like from Hall of Forms. It's a new game mode. It's probably the best game mode. But yeah, you can go in here and read about it. But real quick, I don't believe you. I recently downloaded this game for my boy Brammy. Shut up.
Downloaded for Brammy.
Shut up. Do you know how many people have given me shit for like saying Brammy not a real character and that I don't remember Brammy? And then I'm just thinking to myself, dude never took part in a battle. Dude doesn't even have his own avatar. You want to know the worst one of them all? This person says to me, Nims, I played the GBA game as a kid and I remember Brammy. But the next thing he says just set me off. I just didn't remember he revived Ninian, but everyone should remember him. So I'm like, okay, you're saying to me I should have remembered Brammy, but you're not going to remember what Brammy did. The one thing he did.
I mean, he also unsealed the legendary weapons of Elite.
Fine, but the most significant thing he did was bring back Ninian. Like, what? You're lying. I do not trust anyone who says the Brammy thing to me. You're all liars. All of you.
This is basically the same thing that happened with Altina.
Bremimund actually does have stats in the game.
I know, but he doesn't take part
And
in the
his own
battle.
class.
Like there are plenty of
Yeah.
characters in the game that are just there in the side of it.
Layla was also not a unit.
Like here's the thing.
Yeah.
I remember Athos. Okay. Not Brad.
Athos was a unit.
Yeah. And he had his own face. It's not the same thing for characters without their
And
faces.
character.
They just feel generic. As a kid, you're like, that's a generic character. Who cares?
I mean, hold on. There's I think there's a dark mage in Sacred Stones. It almost looks like another old Bramimond.
I still find it funny that Bramimon is in the Altina. Everyone is now suddenly fans of Bramimon, just like they were suddenly fans of Altina.
Which, by the way, when Altina first came out, I was just like scratching my head, thinking to myself, and then when people mentioned she was one of the representatives for the goddess, I understood it. Like I remember then, but like when people were freaking out about her, I was just like, who is this? I didn't
Like,
remember
we-
instantly.
Legitimately, the only like significant appearance she had was in Cypher.
Yeah, she had and that cool art of her just like riding on top of Knigas's like great ancestor. It was just that was one of the most memorable CGs. But yeah.
Yeah.
Megan Saya or something like that.
No, that's a dragon.
Degensia, not the same person.
Yeah.
Like I think the
Whoever the
Cypher
other one is.
I think the Cypher single-handedly made her stick in people's minds, and that's it. That's legitimately it.
Yeah, but no, that was more memorable than Bramimund. At least she was riding awesome. Like that picture was just so. Let me show you guys.
No, I've seen it. Yeah.
Yeah. That picture was just pure awesome.
You want to see just how much some people might forget Bramimond? I posted an image of another generic boss from Sacred Stones in stream guests,
Okay.
just to give an idea. Along with Bramimond.
Oh my god. That's actually kind of funny.
Like, okay, this.
What is this that we're supposed to be looking at?
This is mad memorable. This I can believe. If you told me you remembered her from this, hell yeah, that's fine with me. I believe you. This is one of the most badass pictures in all of Fire Emblem.
Oh
Like-
yeah, no, that picture is well in the line.
She's a fucking human. I know she's like blessed by the goddess, but like, come on. Literally riding on top of like with their two big ass swords and just blowing through people. This is one of the most coolest official CGs.
Nims, would you mind pulling up the Cypher art for Altina as well? Because I feel like that's the only other source that would be memorable for her.
Okay. Sorry, I'm gonna do Legion's thing first. What did you say, Legion?
In stream guests,
Oh, the
I posted a generic enemy just to generic boss rather, just to give you an idea.
From
Okay.
Sacred Stones.
Bramimond.
Okay, hold up. Guys, would you believe me if I said this was Bramimund? Would you believe me if I said this is Bramimund in Fire Emblem?
That is literally just Novala from like chapter 4 in Sacred Stones or something.
Okay, what if I told you this guy was Bramimund? Would you believe me?
Considering the hood matches.
This is why I'm calling everybody a liar. There is no way you could look at this guy and be like, he's important. Like, people give me shit for this. I can't believe it.
I can legitimately expect. I wouldn't be surprised if someone confused Bramimon for.
Yeah, for like a generic enemy or something. Jesus. Alright, sorry. What was the thing I was supposed to look up?
The
Altina's,
Cypher art for
Cypher.
Altina.
Alright. Yeah, I like how my my video's on the side.
You just passed it. But
Where? Oh,
I think
you-
it was the last page. But
Oh. Wait, where?
the page you were on was kind of it. But I saw.
Oh.
Well, actually, you could probably look up on this page as well.
Okay.
Yeah, there it is.
That's some pretty nice looking art.
Yeah,
It is.
that's how I remember her.
Like, yeah, she I get it. If you remember Altina over, like, again, just the Bramimon thing drove me nuts. Altina, yes, like, I would believe it if someone said they remembered her, even though she did not take part in the story at all and was just mentioned. At least there was a CG of her, right? And she's not like a faceless figure, okay? So that's why. And it's so hard, like, I don't know, she just looks so badass. There are little, like, tons of people dying around her, and she's just, like, holding those two big-ass swords, Ragnar and Londite. It's crazy.
Wielding each one in just one hand,
Yes.
by the way.
Yes, makes Ike look like a pussy. You gotta use 2 hands for for Ragnar.
Ike does not need to use both hands for Ragnar.
Oh, well, that's true. He later on uses 1 hand. In the first game, he uses 2. Well, actually,
Yeah.
he uses it really weird. Like, it doesn't look right at all. He holds the way he holds it makes no sense.
Regardless, the fact that Ike is capable of just swinging Ragnar around like a short sword.
Yeah, but do you see her arms? There's like nothing there.
Yeah, that's not a pose that should facilitate holding those swords at those angles at all.
Yeah, but like, no, I get it for her at least.
I find it funny that Altina got more characterization in those 2 images than Bramimon did. At the very least, people know that at the very least, people knew that in those 2 images, Altina was a pure badass.
Okay, just going by the lore around Bramimond alone, him not having much established character makes sense.
I mean,
Makes
yeah,
sense.
With the
technically
lore.
speaking.
It makes sense, yeah, but I don't think most people knew that anyways.
Prepare yourself.
I didn't.
It doesn't stick, honestly. That's the unfortunate part.
I'll be honest, I haven't even played Fire Emblem 7.
That's fine. That's fine. You're the only person not allowed to say that is me. Everyone else can say that without a problem.
What now?
Oh my god.
Yep.
Okay, but I did play Fire Emblem 7. I'm not saying I didn't play Fire. Goddamn. If someone takes it the wrong way. I'm hoping like maybe I'll have time for it all. Now that everything going on, I probably will have time for it.
You probably will have time. And I think that's like a good thing. Most people's backlogs can finally be cleared.
Yeah,
And you still need to push forward on 3 houses.
Yeah, I do. I'll probably prioritize 3 houses and the Lancaster remake, just because they're more recent.
Yeah, you probably will have to speedrun 3 houses. Because
I mean, if Faye is not gonna give us any new game modes, like all the stuff they added today in the Faye channel, realistically just added like 3 or 5 more minutes a day of playing.
Yeah.
So
you definitely have time to do 3 houses.
Yeah.
I also checked out the DLC, and I was like really interested in it. It just doesn't make sense to me how there could be a hidden class, because that seems like it's against humanitarian laws and whatnot, but
sure. Humanitarian laws.
Yes.
I'm sure there's a reason for it, but like
they address it very early on.
I would imagine they'd have to.
They have to. This does otherwise it doesn't make sense. A hidden like entire hidden group of students. Like I get it. I watched the trailer and all. But like it's just a bit preposterous to me.
Well, this is 3 houses, so they do explain quite a bit.
yeah, I'm sure it will be explained.
3 houses has a lot of very nicely done world building with it, which is definitely a step up from Fates.
It's very genealogy in that regard.
You know, when you guys first mentioned to me, hey Nims, did you know in Fates it never showed us the map? I was just like, what?
Does it? No, it shows the map, but it never.
It shows the map, but there's like. It's the worst map that we've ever gotten in the Fire Emblem.
Yes.
Hold on, show me. Because I was told, like I was told there is no world building because they don't even like show the world.
They show the world, but they don't tell us
anything.
Recall.
They show the area of Hoshido and North. That's it. They don't bother giving the continent a name at all.
The entire continent, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry,
the entire continent just doesn't have a name, period.
That's why we call Fates Landia.
Here we
which
go.
is extremely unimaginative. But then again,
yes, we are
IS set the
very
bar.
We are very unimaginative. It's a community.
Like I said, IS set the bar on that one.
Yes, I suppose.
This is taking a bit.
Wait, where is it?
Goddess bless my steps.
I don't know why Discord's being this way, but the image is taking a bit to load. It should be up.
Yes.
There we go. That is our map.
Wait, did they actually show this in the game?
Yes, but in parts. Because it was chapter select, so they only showed it in parts.
Yeah, it's the actual overworld map.
This just looks like China. like the coastal area kind of looks like China. And this
Yeah,
little
they give
sliver
this
looks
one a
like
very
Japan.
geographic feel to it,
What the
but
fuck?
it's so lacking in the features.
There's no detail for what's outside of Hoshido and Nor either, which
I mean,
is
it probably isn't
really
much
annoying.
detail to those areas because to the north it's just frigid ice wasteland.
So are you just
Revelations is much worse, by the way, because there's barely anything.
so are you just telling me there's just like a giant mountain range in between and that separates
Well,
them?
ravine, gigantic ravine, the bottomless canyon.
Oh.
Which one? Oh, Tellius, you said was worse?
Tellius is
Or no?
not worse. What?
No,
What?
never. I had misheard what Cool said. Cool, would you mind
No.
repeating what you said?
The map for Revelations is much worse. I just posted
Oh.
it.
Oh,
Well, the map
okay.
for Revelations
Oh.
is
Oh.
Yeah.
Tellius was a proper
no.
world.
Look, okay, if you look at this map for Revelations, it's
Okay.
legit. Like the chapter select is legitimately a straight line. It's
Wait.
terrible. It's just a straight line.
That is awful. But then again, I mean, when Fates has characters where you can define 90% of their character with the word tits, that's not exactly setting the bar high anywhere.
I think the problem here is they call this the floating isle, and then they call this the floating isles, and then they have one called floating bridge.
I mean, it's all big, gigantic ruins, so nothing really makes sense.
And then they called that place abandoned town, and they called it cursed ruins. Like, these are the worst names.
Yeah,
I mean, what
and
are you gonna know about a country that has literally been reduced?
that abandoned town also has like the worst character in existence.
Don't get me started.
I'm
Who
just
is
like
that?
baffled that they have floating isle and then floating isles. It's just like this was one aisle.
Isles.
They move on to the next one. This was two
I mean,
aisles.
floating. If I'm not mistaken, one of them is from a different path, so they have two separate ones for the different paths.
Oh my god.
Or is that just all Rev? I actually don't know.
Oh, also, I want everyone to know when I first like bought Fire Emblem Fates, I was so upset that Canada did not have Revelations. Like I couldn't buy it; it was just sold out. Yeah, I don't think I mind it very much now that I know how the stories went because Revelation, like Fates, was already just like Corrin's a crazy person who's probably bipolar. Revelations is him exploring bipolarism.
Fates is held up by stupid for the sake of plot.
Yeah,
The only good part of Fates is conquest, and that's only because of the gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when a story is that bad, I don't care how good the gameplay is. It's not gonna save it for me.
right.
It
For
never
me,
really bothered me
always.
that much.
Hooray!
Story always
That-
matters to me.
It matters for me, but honestly, yeah, it didn't like get me down.
For me personally, I'm more into gameplay. I'm a
Yes, I
gameplay sort of
suppose.
guy. I lean
Fully
more
said.
towards.
I love looking into the story, and that's why I like to look at the little bits of detail that Fates leaves. But compared to what I can dig up on genealogy, I can't get enough of Fates.
No, but for me, like, I can't care about the characters, and if I can't care about those characters, then I'm not gonna enjoy the game. Like, why am I fighting for, like, to save you? I don't really care about you, you know?
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
That's,
For me,
yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
For me, it's like for a game, I will play it if it's an enjoyable game, as like the game itself. But for me to like revisit it, I kind of want to like have a better story. If that makes sense.
Definitely.
Because
From... oh, go ahead.
usually the first time I play a game, I just play it without really thinking about anything else. But like the second time or third time, or like on multiple playthroughs, I'm usually like going in for the lore, that sort of stuff.
Makes
Just
sense.
to like get the most out of it.
Yeah. Whereas for me, a game can have about average, like just barely above average gameplay, whatever the case is on that. But if the story is really good, then I'll still play the hell out of the game because it's got that really good story. An example of that would be Asura's Wrath. On the other hand, if the gameplay is really good, or there's just nothing to the story or anything on that sort of vein, okay, as long as it isn't trying to take itself seriously as a game with a really serious story, okay, I can still enjoy that. Example being Super Mario Brothers.
No, that was an example I was gonna give you. I can go in all in for a story with like no gameplay. Like if the gameplay was just flipping the page, I'd go for it. They're called books.
Or in modern times, visual novels.
Yeah, like visual novels and books and whatever. Like I don't really care. Like if you have a great story, I'd go for it.
Have you played Asura's Wrath before? Any of you?
I've like watched people play. I didn't have a PS3 at the time. Wait, it is PS3, right?
PS3 and Xbox 360.
Yeah.
It runs slightly better on Xbox 360.
Yeah, no, I watched people play. It was like the most absurd craziness to it. But I enjoyed watching
But it's amazing and it draws you in, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like Asura's Wrath is one of those games that's crazy, stupidly over the top, but it doesn't try to take itself so seriously that it stops working. Like it tells a serious story, but it goes about it in a way that's silly enough to be enjoyable with how over the top it is.
I think the final fight just epitomizes that. It was insane. But
are you referring to the final fight in the main game or with the DLC?
I think it's the main game.
Okay, yeah, because the final fight in the main game, the setting for that is basically in the core of a planet.
Yeah, I remember. I still remember it's been a long time. It's from 2012, guys. But I remember watching the final fight. I'm just like, yeah, this is this is just so absurd. But I actually it was so entertaining. I just watched all of it.
Yeah. Do you mind spoilers for the DLC of Asura's Wrath, considering it's been 12 years since release? The final boss for the DLC in Asura's Wrath basically takes place past the event horizon of a black hole.
Okay.
I'm not kidding.
Doesn't that mean by the time they're done their fight, everyone they knew back on Earth, like wherever they were, I don't even remember anymore, is gone?
Considering how crazy over the top it goes, does it really matter?
No, I guess not.
I haven't really played the game, but from the little I've seen, I feel like I'm getting like Bayonetta vibes from it.
Oh no, it's more crazy than Bayonetta. Bayonetta,
even crazier than Bayonetta. Okay.
It's crazier than Bayonetta by far. The first real boss in the game goes to the size of the planet, and then the scale of the action escalates from there, if not the actual scale of things.
Let's be on our way.
Like at one point you have a fist fight with a guy on the moon, and then he pulls out a sword and breaks it. Not the sword, the moon.
That sounds pretty great.
And then to finish the fight, you get sent back to the Earth being stabbed on that massive sword, which extends to being several thousands of kilometers long, because it comes out the other side of the Earth while this guy is still stabbing you, mind. And then to beat him, you break the sword with your fist, catch it in your teeth, and then slash him across the stomach.
Yeah, if you guys think this sounds crazy, you should just search up Asura's Wrath, Asura Wrath. It's actually, that's just a game. It's sheer insanity. Like it was. I still remember the first time I watched it being played. I was just like, I couldn't stop watching it because it just kept getting crazier and crazier.
I imagine the speedruns for the game are fantastic.
Speedruns for that aren't much of a thing.
Yeah, I'm not even sure.
Yeah, also the first boss, like I said, goes to the size of a planet. The scene of that, like the signature scene of Asura's Wrath, was also recreated in a movie adaptation of Journey to the West. So instead of this giant continent-sized finger coming down, I'm not exaggerating on that, by the way, it's Buddha's palm coming down on Sun Wukong, while Buddha is the size of a planet, and Sun Wukong catches it.
I like how you, for a white guy, you don't like just butcher it all, like saying his name. That's pretty good.
Oh, that's you.
Most people are really bad at saying Monkey King's name. They just go with anything else.
I try.
Yeah.
Also, I am definitely a fan of ancient Chinese culture, most specifically the Three Kingdoms period.
Mm-hmm.
My introduction to that was Dynasty Warriors 3. Very fun game series,
The
extremely
Warriors
cathartic.
games were really good for introducing the history.
Like even, okay, I think if we're talking about Warriors, Fire Emblem Warriors, I feel like
Samurai Warriors.
Yeah, Fire Emblem Warriors was pretty fun. DLC was the most disappointing DLC for Warriors game I've ever seen.
The
Yeah,
only
to be
thing
honest.
I remember from Warriors was that they said Jagan instead of they said Jagan correctly. Like, sorry, they put it to rest. Instead of Yagan, which is what I think it should be, it's Jagan. So that's the only thing I remember from it.
The only reason I bought Fire Emblem Warriors was because it was that Olivia was going to be in it, and yeah, she was.
And Olivia turned out to be the best individual unit in the game.
Well, one of them. Navarre and Minerva are still better. But that's
I
because-
wouldn't quite call them better simply because Olivia has that blend of being able to consistently focus on one opponent, like in the arena matches in there, as well as being able to just clear out entire crowds with complete ease. Because luck is broken in Fire Emblem Warriors.
Yeah, I know, my crush. I meant more of like Navarre and Minerva are better because they're more focused on one thing or another.
Whoever said Olivia has no ass, though, you're a legend, because you're right. Sorry, I was just cracking up on that.
I don't know about that one.
What? What? She clearly has no ass.
Have you seen the cipher art?
I think I kind of butchered this cipher. Let me see. Her base art in this game I've always disliked, but
Yeah. I think we can all agree on that.
yeah, her other art.
Performing Olivia, on the other hand, looks
Yeah, S tier thighs. I don't know about that
gorgeous.
one.
Yeah, no, they seem like pretty. I don't know.
Good story
Those
and
are all
gameplay
very
near Odin
shapely
Sphere and
thighs.
Enslaved. Really good games.
I don't know. She has really good thighs, but I don't really think she has big ass or anything close to that. Nier, Odin Sphere, and Slave, really good games. I need to play Nier sometime, and I've like, let's see, Odin Sphere. Yeah, Odin Sphere was on sale, and I wanted to buy it, but then, like, I wanted to buy it for the PlayStation Vita, but then I looked it up, and it's on the PS4, so I didn't buy it. But yeah, I do want to play that sometime too. All right, let's call it a stream.
I was
so
told
much
to let you
do.
know that
Mhm.
this month of DL is here.
Yeah, like hell I'm gonna do that, jeez.
Just thought I'd let you know.
No, I appreciate it. I read it earlier too, but I was just like, there's no way I'm gonna do this. If you guys were here for most of the stream, you would know, like, yeah, I have other things on my mind.
Yeah. At least I'm kind of glad they confirmed at least one unit for the FEH event.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, confirm what?
A unit for the second FEH event for Dragalia Lost.
Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll look into it tomorrow.
Yeah. I'm not gonna spoil it. Jeez.
Oh wow, you're finally not gonna spoil something. Thank you.
My apologies that I blurred something out without thinking.
I still can't believe you spoiled something that was just like 5 seconds ahead of time. I was looking at Pantless Marth. I was just like, wow, are they gonna finally do something with Pantless Marth? And then you just hear PP Cool. He's just like, yeah, he's now in the game. Look at him.
I didn't say that.
What'd you say then? What'd you say?
I said I was talking more about CYL, saying, yeah, he's probably gonna drop in the CYL rankings
because he's in the game now. I was just looking at his art. I was just like, why are they bringing up Pantless Marth? Literally 5 seconds. All you had to do was wait 5 seconds. Oh my god.
I wasn't thinking in the present. I'm sorry. I was thinking more about stuff in the future.
Some
Like,
people are
way
just
into
can't
the
help
future.
themselves, guys.
Way into the future.
If we see Marth get third 4 years in a row, I will laugh my ass off.
I
At
will
this
be
point-
depressed.
At this point, I'm just like, wow, that's honestly an impressive feat because like we got Panther Marth already, and if he gets third somehow, that means people push for him despite that.
They should. He deserves it. Like, he's been the poster child of Fire Emblem for such a long time.
I'm gonna be honest, Nims. I think at this point it's just tradition that Marth gets third. Like, I think that's what he deserves at this point.
Well, traditions are meant to be broken, man.
Well, it happened for CYL3 because his whole fan base got way too cocky.
I don't think they were cocky. I was really
I think they
reserved
were
on
accepting.
it.
I think they were accepting of the fate.
Yeah.
Like, let's be honest here. Who honestly thought that anyone that was not Three Houses would actually have a chance?
No, I
I
didn't.
said CYL3, not 4.
I didn't think it for that one.
Oh,
yeah.
3. Oh, 3, okay.
No, for 3, I was voting for him as well. I was just like, but I was thinking to myself, he deserves this, but it was probably not gonna happen.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, with 3, we did just get like Echoes, so there was that.
Oh, for just this fool who
No,
just
no,
mentioned Yandere
no,
Simulator, I used to watch his
not-
development, but I stopped waiting for it.
Yeah, 9 years. Okay. I don't know. That's a little bit too much.
A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Didn't Final Fantasy 15 spend like 10 years in development or something like that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's because they actually restarted the project somewhere along the line.
Yeah, that's also true.
Yeah. There's also Doom that went through like 3 changes in development hell.
Oh fuck! I forgot
Yeah.
something. Sorry.
And it has caused infinite Nimia streams.
I always like that effect. All right, guys. I almost forgot about
Into
this.
the void.
Sorry, guys. 1 sec.
28 minutes.
It is. I should go red. Wait, they're all good actually. But
They're
I already
all
have
really good.
Selkie, so I should definitely go red.
Yeah,
I would say
red or
Selkie.
green.
I would say Selkie is actually the weakest of these 3.
Well, yeah. That's,
Yeah, she is, but she's so
That's
good.
a
unit.
no-brainer.
All right, let's see it. What are we getting?
Well.
Well,
Hopefully things go right today. Hope
red or
they
green?
go good.
Red. Okay.
Oh, there's smoke.
Oh man. Just keep looking at me with those soulless eyes of yours.
Hey, he's due for a resplendent.
Eventually.
I mean, I would have been okay with it if it was plus attack, but it's not.
I just
Wow.
want to say,
Hmm?
according to many people, if Elliewood gets a Resplendent, we will see a lot more Resplendent Ellywoods.
Oh,
Oh,
shit,
yeah, because
yeah.
he would-
If
Because
he ever,
if he hits 165 at base, if he gets the resplendent upgrade, he would be the only cavalry to do that.
I don't even know how I would feel about
Won't
him. Like,
score like that,
he would
though.
have so much speed, and because of Blazing Zorano adding another 10.
Yeah. And that's not counting the fact that you could have 2 units on the team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he'd be busted. He'd be absolutely
Yeah,
busted.
I would be a little afraid if I saw Ellie would get a resplendent. But
Eh.
at the same time, intrigued.
Yeah, my anima defense uses both Elliewood and Brunia. I have Brunia soaking both shrines on turn 1 though, which is very good
You said
because
defense,
she
right?
doesn't care. Yeah.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Yep, I have Brunia on defense, and I have her fielded with Duma, Thracier, and Lif. That way she gets the HP and all of the stats, where she can actually use Brazen stacking quite well.
Yeah.
Makoto says I have to do read her truth or dare. The reason why I didn't read it is because I don't think you know what a truth or dare is. Okay, 1 second. This is what she said to me. Crap, where is it? It says, has redeemed truth or dare. I dare you to play 7DS, you Pepiga. And that's all. Do you realize what a truth or dare is? That's not a truth or dare. It's truth or dare. It's not, I dare you. Stop. So I'll pick the truth, which is you asked nothing of it. There you go. It's not my fault. You don't know what truth or dare is. You pick dare for me. That's not how truth or dare works. Whatever. Good night, guys. See you guys tomorrow. Sorry for everything today. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream.
Have a good night.
Good night.
Have a good night, everybody.
Oh shit. Hey Nimius. Thanks again for the raid, Nimius. Nimius always
That was
raids
fun.
me.
Yeah, it was fun.
Definitely exciting.
Now back to doing work that I need to do earlier in the day.
Well, you have to go back to sleeping, I guess.
Other crazy over-the-top action games that are plenty of fun. Metal Gear Rising.
No
I didn't
surprise
Metal
there.
Gear.
Definitely.
Yeah,
I
I love that I love that it starts with throwing Metal Gear Ray across a city block and then escalates.
It
Continuously.
it ends with you fighting a superpowered senator.
Oh yeah, the ending. He's just jacked up and fighting you. I was just like, what the fuck?
Nano machine, son.
Nano machine,
Well,
son.
Well, the thing is, immediately preceding that, you then lift up and body slam a gigantic mech the size of a city block.
Okay.
And
That was, yeah. Then he punts you like a football.
yes,